plate. And Carolina with a 4-0 win will get ready for Monday night, a 7 o'clock face-off here at Lenovo Center against the Caps with a chance to take a 3-1 series lead.
Partner, game threes, if you look historically, and Carolina's had trouble in game threes, if you look historically, they are pivotal. And it wasn't easy, and the good news is that Carolina's going to say when they look at the first 30 minutes and how Freddie held them in, that they've got a lot better in them, especially in the starts to their games. Because this is now 3 sluggish starts. Game 2 New Jersey, Game 5 New Jersey, and Game 2 here, Game 3 here tonight. You can sell that in a win. And so the Hurricanes, off of this outstanding pivotal Game 3 win, they're going to know to a man that they've got to get better. Hopefully, Jordan Martinook will be the warrior that he is. You know you'd need a back truck to get him out of the lineup with that gutsy shot block. And your special teams that hibernate, well, not your penalty kill, but your power play that hibernated briefly after that outstanding first round. 3 goals in its last 2 games here in this series.
Here are the 3 stars tonight.
Goal, number 37, Andrei Svechnikov.
His 6th goal of this postseason, tying with William Nylander for 3rd in the NHL postseason.
So many dynamics to think about for a team in order to overcome all the obstacles to win a championship. And it's fascinating to me. It's one of the reasons I was able to play 26 years, because once you do it, you understand how fun it is, but also how complicated and intricate it is to kind of get not only the team from a physical standpoint to come together, but how a team comes together emotionally, mentally, and the spirituality around a team. And the respect that lives inside that locker room is incredible.
SiriusXM Fantasy Sports Radio is the place for expert advice, strategy, and information from the best fantasy sports analysis to win your league. Plus, hear pick-by-pick coverage of live drafts and interviews with top players, coaches, and team executives on SiriusXM 87.
I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your SiriusXM NHL schedule for Saturday, May the 10th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL playoffs, 6 p.m., Carolina Hurricanes take on the Washington Capitals. Hurricanes on Sirius XM channels 91, Internet 924. Capitals on Internet 950. 9 p.m., Edmonton Oilers face the Vegas Golden Knights. Oilers on Sirius XM channels 167, Internet 930. Knights on Sirius XM channels 91, Internet 949. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Saturday, May the 10th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL playoffs, 6 p.m., Carolina Hurricanes take on the Washington Capitals. Hurricanes on Sirius XM channels 91, Internet 924. Capitals on Internet 950. 9 p.m., Edmonton Oilers face the Vegas Golden Knights. Oilers on Sirius XM channels 167, Internet 930. Knights on Sirius XM channels 91, Internet 949. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Saturday, May the 10th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL playoffs, 6 p.m., Carolina Hurricanes take on the Washington Capitals. Hurricanes on Sirius XM channels 91, Internet 924. Capitals on Internet 950. 9 p.m., Edmonton Oilers face the Vegas Golden Knights. Oilers on Sirius XM channels 167, Internet 930. Knights on Sirius XM channels 91, Internet 949. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Saturday, May the 10th.
Get the latest news, opinion, and analysis from MMA to boxing and the professional wrestling world 24/7. SiriusXM Fight Nation, SiriusXM 156, and the SXM app.
Mark Messier is a 6-time Stanley Cup champion. He won 5 with the Edmonton Oilers and 1 with the New York Rangers, and is the only player to captain 2 teams to Stanley Cup championships. In Edmonton, after winning back-to-back Stanley Cup championships in 1984 and 85, it wasn't until 1987 where the team would win their 3rd Stanley Cup championship. Speaking on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, Messier joined Scott Laughlin for the morning skate on Sirius XM Channel 91 to talk about what it was like to win that 1987 Stanley Cup Finals series against the Philadelphia Flyers, despite blowing a 3-1 series lead and having to win it in a Game 7.
Mark, let's go back to the 1987 Canada, or not Canada Cup. That was still to come.
That was
but
the
the 1987, that wasn't Game 7, but that was an all-decider as well, as we know. But for Game 7, that was pretty good stuff. But 87 in the Stanley Cup Final, you're facing Philadelphia. You're up 3-1 in the series. They come back to tie it. Now you've got Game 7. Take us back to your greatest remembrances of, again, almost letting the series slip away and then having that opportunity in Game 7 to come up big, which you guys clearly did.
Well, it just goes to show you that we felt back in 87, we were really at the peak of that team in some ways. Some people think 85 team was the best team ever. 87, I think, was probably the most talented team. I think 85 team had a better overall record. I think it was 16-1 or 16-2 in that playoff year. 87, we got tangled up against Philadelphia, but we felt we're a better team. But sports isn't about who's a better team. It's about it's about the belief system inside the dressing room. And Philadelphia wouldn't quit. Mike Keenan wouldn't allow the young Philadelphia team to quit. They were kind of banged up. They had some injuries, but they were able to extend the series after what we thought probably should have been maybe at least 4 or 5 game series. We lost, I think, the first game, if I remember correctly, and then came back and won 3 in a row, coming home to win the 5th game, only to realize that winning a championship, even after all the experience we had, is not that easy. And then going back to Philadelphia for Game 6, and they trounced us in Philly. Now we find ourselves in a Game 7, and then once you get to a Game 7, anything can happen. And you can get a bad break, an unlucky bounce, as we've seen in the past. And so everything's at stake, everything's on the line, and I think luckily for us, we're able to, really kind of rely on our experiences that we had in the past. We felt incredibly confident that if we went out and played our best game, and Philadelphia went out and played their best game, our best was going to be good enough. But even with that, there was so much uncertainty, and sure enough, we're able to win our 3rd cup in 4 years, which was quite an incredible feat.
That was Hockey Hall of Famer and Stanley Cup champion for the Edmonton Oilers, Mark Messier, on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio's The Morning Skate with Scott Laughlin on Channel 91.
Mad Dog Sports Radio has the best sports talk in the business, covering sports with a passion and knowledge you need. Mad Dog Sports Radio, Sirius XM 86, and the SXM app.
I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Saturday, May the 10th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL playoffs, 6 p.m., Carolina Hurricanes take on the Washington Capitals. Hurricanes on Sirius XM channels 91, Internet 924, Capitals on Internet 950. 9 p.m., Edmonton Oilers face the Vegas Golden Knights. Oilers on Sirius XM channels 167, Internet 930, Knights on Sirius XM channels 91, Internet 949. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, Channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Saturday, May the 10th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL playoffs, 6 p.m., Carolina Hurricanes take on the Washington Capitals. Hurricanes on Sirius XM channels 91, Internet 924, Capitals on Internet 950. 9 p.m., Edmonton Oilers face the Vegas Golden Knights. Oilers on Sirius XM channels 167, Internet 930. Nights on Sirius XM channels 91, Internet 949. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Saturday, May the 10th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL playoffs, 6 p.m., Carolina Hurricanes take on the Washington Capitals. Hurricanes on Sirius XM channels 91, Internet 924, Capitals on Internet 950. 9 p.m., Edmonton Oilers face the Vegas Golden Knights. Oilers on Sirius XM channels 167, Internet 930. Nights on Sirius XM channels 91, Internet 949. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Saturday, May the 10th.
MLB Network Radio is your home for 24/7 baseball talk, featuring on-site coverage of every major event from spring training through the World Series and expert analysis from former general managers and players. Sirius XM, channel 89.
Former Colorado Avalanche chairman and CEO Charlie Lyons was on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, channel 91, with Steve Kouleas to discuss what it was like successfully keeping Joe Sakic in Colorado in 1997 during a chaotic 7-day time frame.
That all this, Charlie, comes together in 7 days. Like this isn't one moving part. Like if we get the Fox deal done, it's done. If the movie does really well, we'll borrow from the future, even though that wasn't the best thing, as you alluded to, from the movie company. Or the mayor says, yeah, we're going to do that. Like they could have said, it's August. We'll talk after Labor Day. So what's incredible, everybody knew, right? That you got it done that quickly, which is almost, it's hard to do one deal in 5 business days, let alone the 7 you dealt with.
You know, in the movie business, I make this point in the documentary. One of the things that keeps an audience engaged is if the clock is ticking. You know, find the person that's been kidnapped, disable the bomb, stop the terrorist, get to the stage on time so you can get up and do your stand-up comedy when the audience is waiting. The ticking clock makes people realize we don't have time to screw around. We got to fix this and do it right now. So that was, in many ways, as miserable it was for, and particularly with my team, because I had a great team, you know, but they did the heavy lifting because in essence, we had to do everything on handshakes. You're not going to get everything documented, but you're talking about the most honorable parties on earth, the mayor, Fox, Liberty Media. When they shake your hand, it's gold. And so we got it all done, and here we are.
What was it like this is 1997, so no e-transfers. What was it like to tell the Rangers, to quote a song, to take this and shove it? Who made the call and said, by the way, here's the check for Joe Sakic, bye-bye, NYC?
Well, Pierre went to Joe's house and delivered the money. I got up with Liberty and Fox and the mayor and at City Hall, and we announced the arena deal, Fox and Liberty. And we were coordinated. It was choreographed. And then I was a speechwriter when I was a kid. And I had the blessing to do some work for the governor of New York when he was vice president, Nelson Rockefeller. And he had that famous picture where he was being heckled and he offered his opinion of that. And that picture of him flipping the bird was, I figured, a nice gift to send Dave Checketts, who was a good friend of mine, by the way.
I love it. I never knew that. I love it.
On the court and off, your home for the NBA is Sirius XM. Follow all the drama as your favorite team vies for it all. Sirius XM NBA Radio. Sirius XM 86.
I'm Frank Trax.
How they can support your project today. Chemco, proud fans of the Edmonton Oilers, serving and supporting communities across Canada for over 60 years.
Today you can score at A&W. Enjoy a juicy grass-fed beef mama burger and fries for only $5. Available in-store or on the A&W mobile app at participating locations in Oil Country. This fantastic deal is available all day today at A&W.
This is Rogers Game Night on the Oilers Radio Network.
Yeah, you have no idea. I mean, a guy can get sick at 1 a.m. and then the next morning you're in there, right? So there's definitely an art to it, to being a goalie, to being a backup goalie. So I think being able to always be ready, always stay sharp. I mean, that's why practice time's so important. Preparing the same way, even though that you're not playing. I mean, all those little things are very, very important. So that's what I've been doing. And again, like tough situation, but gives me an opportunity.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Rogers Game Night Show from the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Let's go to the Pizza 73 out of town scoreboard. Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Carolina Hurricanes are up 2-1 in their series against Washington. They beat them 4-0 today, quite decisively. Last night, Winnipeg Jets 4-0 shutout over Dallas. Dallas's D a little bit banged up. When does Miro Heiskanen come back? That'll be a game changer in that series. And the Toronto Maple Leafs had a 3-1 lead, but rallying for a 5-4 overtime victory on a GWG&OT for Brad Marchand. Florida has made it a series. It's 2-1 for the Leafs. We'll tell you that Washington and Carolina will play Game 4, 2-1. Again for Carolina, Game 4 in Raleigh on Monday. Game 3 tomorrow in Dallas between the Jets and the Stars. That's a matinee. And Game 4, Leafs up 2-1 over Florida, goes tomorrow night in Sunrise. Western Hockey League last night, Medicine Hat Tigers beat Spokane 3-1 in the opening game of the WHL final. Game 2 goes tomorrow. And the London Knights are looking to even their series against Oshawa. Oshawa's coached by former Oilers farmhand Brad Malone. And Sam O'Reilly, the Oilers' first-round pick's got a goal and assist. It's 4-2 for London heading to the third period, looking to even up that series 1-1. That's the Pizza 73 out-of-town scoreboard. Who's hot and who's not for Legacy Heating and Cooling? Home and no payments, no interest for a year. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins on a 6-game point streak for the Edmonton Oilers. Alberta Blue Cross Travel Insurance, goal of the game, health, dental, travel. We got the coverage you need. Visit ab.bluecross.ca. Rob Brown, when we return, there's 11 minutes to face off. This is Rogers Game Night on the Oilers Radio Network.
Play Alberta has hundreds of casino games right at your fingertips. Join thousands discovering why Fortune Coin is one of Alberta's most popular games. Fill your reels with golden coins. Multiply your prizes up to 6 times and turn good spins into legendary ones. Land the Fortune Coin symbol to win cash. Trigger the jackpot. Launch the free spins bonus and watch as the dragon takes over your screen. New players get 100 free spins only on playalberta.ca. Claim your offer today. If you gamble, use your game sense.
Blue-collar work deserves big dollar perks. Get a heavy wallet with Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals is hiring heavy equipment technicians, maintenance supervisors, PM servicemen, maintenance coordinators, and pretty much every other position that makes Alberta go. We help move the earth that makes Alberta grow. So why not work for a company that makes your bank account grow too? Visit HeavyMetalEquipment.ca to find your new career. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals, helping you move the earth.
You're listening to Rogers Game Night on the official voice of the Edmonton Oilers, 880 CHAD, and on the Oilers Radio Network.
You know, obviously we had a huge performance from picks, and that obviously helped. And, you know, we got some good goal scoring up and down our lineup, and we were able to score enough goals to win. At the same time, we know we can be a lot better, a lot more dominant throughout the course of the game, and I think we're excited to get back in front of our home fans and have the energy in the building and try to overwhelm them.
That is Evander Kane of the Edmonton Oilers Rogers Game Night. We bring aboard inside the game analyst Rob Brown. Rob, there's an old saying in radio, go to the mouth of the line, the top story. Calvin Pickard not available to Edmonton, lower body injury, gutted out a performance because he got clipped in the third period accidentally on purpose by Tomas.
Yeah,
Hertl.
You know what? If it was any other player, I would say accidentally on purpose.
I know.
Thomas Hertl was an accident.
It was.
But he did gut it out. It's one of those I said with John Shannon earlier. It's one of those ones where two things. I'm not giving up the net. This game right now, I want to be part of this. I want to.
Yeah. And he did. And he did. The game.
100%. And the other one is he doesn't want to put his partner in that position. Stuart Skinner's sitting there for 3 hours, and all of a sudden you got to go in that position, tie game late, then going into overtime. So Pickard did what he needed to do. And as always, the day after you hurt yourself, and once the adrenaline is gone, that's when you feel it. And they said he needed a rest. And I think Stuart Skinner, here's an opportunity. He's been here in this position before, so this isn't new to Stuart Skinner. He had a reset. He has an opportunity to come out here and be a big part of a chance to go up 3-0 in a series against a very good Vegas Golden Knights team.
They are really good.
Yep.
The Oilers got to play way better than they did the other night. There's no question about it. One of the things Chris Knobloch talked about is Oilers needed to get on the game. They needed to move the puck quicker, and they needed to play faster, not skate faster, but play quicker and smarter.
They needed to think faster. They had to know what they were going to do with the puck before they got it. And I think too much of the time they'd get the puck, then they would look up. Vegas was forechecking, and they didn't have enough time, so they got stuck in their own zone. Vegas was the better team in Game 2. Pickard was the better goalie in Game 2, and that's why they won the hockey game. The good thing, if you're an Oiler player or an Oiler fan, you won a game in Vegas with your B game. And now you get to come home. If you get a little bit better, you have an absolute great chance to put a stranglehold on this series, but I don't think it's going to be hard or easy. I think Vegas is going to come out and play well. There's a lot of things they could talk in the dressing room in Vegas right now. We deserved a better fate in Game 2, but the only way that the Vegas Golden Knights are going to get a better fate is if they get better goaltending. Adin Hill has not been good enough for the Vegas Golden Knights through the first 2 games. He got badly outplayed in Game 2 by Calvin Pickard, and a big reason the Oilers are up 2-0.
One thing that has to happen tonight for Edmonton is Stuart Skinner's got to stop his first couple of shots.
He does, because there will be a collective groan here in Rogers if the first or second or third shot goes in. So it's a confidence builder for Stuart Skinner and his teammates for him to have a good first period. I believe the way that the Oilers will come out in this first period will lend Stuart Skinner a hand, because I think the Oilers, I think Vegas is going to have to weather a storm. I think the Oilers are going to come out in a storm here in the first 6-7 minutes of this hockey game.
Well, it's interesting, right? Like, the Oilers got a huge break on the non-Colin Arvidsson, we know that. But, Rob, it's worth mentioning the special teams, which were dominant for Edmonton last year, combined 120% or better overall. They're only at 87%. And they're 6-2 in the playoffs, up 2-0 in the series. And they've given up 3 in 7 shorthanded situations and haven't scored on any of their power play opportunities.
Well, there's no way that you could have told me before this series that the Oilers would have a 5-minute power play in overtime and not score. That to me is shocking. Now, they had some good looks, but the desperation and the urgency from the Golden Knights was fantastic on that kill. That was the Adin Hill that we expected. Those 5 minutes, Adin Hill was excellent. It was the other 70 minutes of the game that he wasn't very good. The Edmonton Oilers power play eventually will be a factor in this series and in this playoffs. No better time than to start tonight.
Let's go to Ford. Keys to the game brought to you by Ford, the official partner. The Edmonton Oilers built Ford proud.
I think the start of this game is huge for the Oilers. The Vegas Golden Knights right now are down 2-0, having lost 2 games on home ice. They're coming into a barn that is going to be absolutely rocking. They do not want to find themselves behind a goal or multiple goals in the first 10 minutes of this hockey game. If the Oilers score early and get on a roll in the first 10 minutes, that seed of doubt that's in the back of the Vegas Golden Knights' mind will grow. So the first 10 minutes of this hockey game is key.
Stuart Skinner starts his last 5 starts against Vegas, .912 save percentage or better. Okay? So he's been up for it. He's going to need to be up for it tonight. And we are going to take you ringside right now as the Edmonton Oilers, led by Stuart Skinner, come on the ice. Rob Brown will have the end of the roll, first and second intermission. Cam Moon was born for this. He's up next. He's got the call. Game 3, the Oilers up 2-0 in the series. 40ers NHL Hockey live on the Oilers Radio Network.
Score big with the unmatched purity of Clearwater Vodka, the perfect companion for Oilers fans. Crafted with the pristine waters of Alberta, it's a sip of local excellence. Clearwater Vodka, where the spirit of the game meets true Alberta quality. Must be 18 plus. Please drink responsibly.
You can't win it all without a great team, and Portage College is ready to see you through your educational journey. With certificates, diplomas, apprenticeships, degree pathways, and micro-credentials, Portage College has options for everyone. Take advantage of their small class sizes and true community feel, and you'll have all the support you need to complete your education and take your next step on the way to greatness. Visit portagecollege.ca to learn more about Portage College's programs and services. Portage College, it's about you.
Experience the exciting casino action at 3 Century Casino locations. Edmonton, St. Albert, and Century Mile. Dine at one of their amazing restaurants featuring daily specials. Take in the ultimate game day experience at the all-new Selly Sports Bar and Lounge. Check out the best in live entertainment at any amazing location. Plus, enjoy a great selection of casino gaming options and off-track betting. Feel the thrill of live horse racing at Century Mile Racetrack. Don't miss a second of the action at Century Casino.
When it comes to your new home, nothing should stop you from getting exactly what you want. Coventry Homes puts your needs front and center. They won't dig past your questions about customization, and making changes won't get you sent to the penalty box. With their customizable designs and flexible options, your game-changing home is within reach. Score big with flexibility. By Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers.
Score big with the unmatched purity of Clearwater Vodka, the perfect companion for Oilers fans. Crafted with the pristine waters of Alberta, it's a sip of local excellence. Clearwater Vodka, where the spirit of the game meets true Alberta quality. Must be 18 plus. Please drink responsibly.
Robert Clark in the performance of the American and Canadian national anthems.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command.
This is Oil Country. McDavid, now, with the call of tonight's exclusive NHL broadcast, Bob Stauffer and Cam Moon on the Oilers Radio Network.
The
Edmonton Oilers return home up 2-0 in this second round series with the Vegas Golden Knights. Tonight, we got Game 3 here at Rogers Place. Good evening, Cam Moon, along with Bob Stauffer, Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown, Jack Michaels, Brendan Escott. We are the Oilers Radio Network, and our starting lineup, it's brought to you by Coventry Homes. Flexibility within reach. Get back in the game with customizable designs by Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers. For the Oilers up front, it's Adam Henrique with Trent Frederick and Connor Brown. On defense, Darnell Nurse and Brett Kulak. In goal, it's Stuart Skinner. For the Golden Knights, William Karlsson with Brett Howden and Riley Smith up front. On defense, Noah Hannafin and Zach Whitecloud. In goal, it's Aiden Hill. The referees, Jean Hebert and Garrett Rank, Bevan Mills and Matt McPherson. They're on the lines, and we've dropped the puck here at Rogers Place. Game 3 is underway as it's shot in by Nurse, and it's Hill out to play it. Hannafin up the left wing to Karlsson to center ice, now to Howden. He'll poke it into the Edmonton zone. Skinner out to play it, rims it. From the right wing point or side, that trying to get it towards the net was Whitecloud, but it's blocked, and Howden attempting to keep it in. Gets tied up, and it's lifted up and out to the neutral zone where Frederick, cross-ice pass off the stick of Karlsson. Over to Smith. He'll get it into Edmonton territory. Kulak on the right wing boards to Brown. Behind the net to Kulak. We're just underway here in Game 3. Oilers lead this second round series 2-0. Puck flipped out to center. Theodore over to McNabb. McNabb did not take the morning skate today, but he's in the lineup. Puck goes into the Edmonton zone. Draisaitl wheels in behind the net, up the left wing to Perry, but Barbashev knocked it free. Stone will dump it to the left wing corner. Bouchard up the boards to Draisaitl, who's got Stone on him. Draisaitl spins it up the right wing, off the stick of McDavid, and it comes out to center ice. Barbashev will shoot it back in. Wallman out from behind the Edmonton goal. Minute 25 gone here in a scoreless first. To Perry at center. He'll wire it in. Blockered away by Hill, but out of play.
Well, it'll be really interesting to see what kind of start the Oilers get. Of course, it's been 6 consecutive come-from-behind victories in the playoffs for Edmonton. It's never happened before in NHL history. Different goaltender tonight, Stuart Skinner. Oilers looking for a more connected performance. Now, this line's been very good. Nugent Hopkins along with Hyman and Kane since being deployed.
Nugent Hopkins with points in 6 straight games. Klingberg and Nurse on the back end as Olofsson took the draw. Goes in front of the net. Pietrangelo up the right wing. And it's to Dorofeev. Dorofeev will dump it in. Dorofeev missed the last 3 games. He's back in the lineup for the Golden Knights. And he's got it in the right wing corner of the Edmonton zone. Up to the top of the circle. To Hagen. Shot and a save made by Skinner. He'll hold on.
Oilers have lost a couple puck battles along the wall here. And Vegas has created some opportunities as a result. Long-range shot from Nicholas Hague. And Skinner saw it cleanly.
Good to get that first one out of the way for him. First game since April 23rd. That was the 6-2 loss in LA. That was game 2 of that series. Last time Stuart Skinner played. Puck to Pietrangelo. His shot doesn't get through. Nugent Hopkins will get it to center ice. And on the right wing, Hyman gets by Pietrangelo. And over the line towards the net. It goes off a stick in behind the goal. Kane runs into Pietrangelo. Hurdle along the boards. Unable to get it out, and it does come out off the stick of Hyman. And Skinner could set it for Ty Emberson.
Emberson only played a minute and a half in the final 2 periods in overtime against Vegas.
It gets to center ice. It's dumped in by Podkolzin, and Arvidsson flies after it. Left wing corner to Janmark. Rims on the right. Klingberg in from the right wing point. Let it go by to Podkolzin. In behind the net. Janmark in front to Arvidsson. The shot and the save made by Hill. Puck sent to the blue line, but between the Oiler defensemen, it'll go down the ice.
Good work. Again, that fourth line's got chemistry.
Looked good in game 2 of this series. As Klingberg comes up the right wing to Janmark. Center ice for Wallman. He'll flip it in. Brown's going to fly after it. Hill to the boards, but Brown to the point, and walking in is Frederick, but they'll say that came out. and it was offside against Edmonton. That whistle came a little late, and Frederick was already in the motion of shooting the puck.
One linesman had it onside, and the other one did not. That happens sometimes.
That can happen. 3 minutes, 1 second gone here. Scoreless first. It's game 3. Oilers up 2-0.
Brad Watson's a series supervisor. Bevan Mills and Matt McPherson are the linesmen. You mentioned that Johnny Bear and Garrett Rank are referees tonight.
McNabb with it inside his own zone for the Golden Knights. Up the middle to Theodore. On the right to Eichel. Eichel off the right wing boards and in. Eichel's got points in 5 straight. Sent around to Draisaitl. He comes out for the Oilers. In over the Vegas line to the right wing point. Bouchard to Draisaitl behind the net to McDavid. McDavid out to the slot. Bouchard, a shot that's booted out by Hill. And Stone will get the puck to the neutral zone, but Draisaitl in on the right wing to Perry. Tacked away from him, comes back to him. Cross ice to McDavid to the blue line to Nurse. Now to Bouchard on the right wing to Draisaitl. Draisaitl cross ice pass picked off by Theodore. He will get it through the middle. Stone gets it out. Bouchard on the left wing to Perry. Back to Evan Bouchard. Bouchard will slow up. Oilers will change. 4 minutes into a scoreless first. You're at Rogers Place. The Oilers and the Golden Knights. Bouchard through the middle. It gets directed in by Wallman. After it, Hyman puts it off the outside of the goal. Carlson coming up the right wing. For Riley Smith, gets it out through the middle. Klingberg just inside his own line to Wallman, up the left wing, off the stick of Kane. Haig to center, and it goes into the Oilers zone. Nugent Hopkins back for it. Howden's in there, across to Klingberg is in the right wing corner. He gets tied up on the play. The puck comes out to Smith. A quick shot off the arm of Skinner. Pietrangelo in from the right wing point to Carlson. He's on the right wing boards. To the top of the circle, pass to the middle, goes off of Kane, cleared out by Wallman. It'll be icing against Edmonton. 4:49 gone here, scoreless first period.
Well, we'll have a D-zone draw for the icing, and Vegas elects not to get their top line. Instead, Hurdle between Dorofeev and Olofsson. 2 guys that can really shoot the puck on the flanks.
Off to the right of Stuart Skinner. Nugent Hopkins and Hurdle in the face-off circle. Puck goes to the line. Hanifin down the left wing. Olofsson from the angle. Sailed it wide of the net. It gets past White Cloud on the right point down the ice. Edmonton can make a quick change. Hanifin in behind the Vegas goal. Up the right wing. Off a Dorofeev stick, goes to the Edmonton blue line. Emberson on the right side to Podkolzin, now to Janmark. He's into Vegas territory. It goes to the right corner. Podkolzin scooped it around to the left wing point. To the right corner for Janmark. Stops on the right wing boards. Into the right wing corner. Podkolzin to the line. The shot by Arvidsson just wide of the net. Emberson on the right wing to Arvidsson. Arvidsson on the right wing boards. Dumped it to the corner. Edmonton starting to make some changes.
Quick shifting, McDavid out here.
Olofsson can't get it out. Oh, now he does. And the puck to the neutral zone.
Move it to him.
To Bouchard. Bouchard to McDavid. In over the line. The shot off the stick of McNabb. Goes over to the right wing boards.
Hyman's out here with McDavid and Draisaitl for this 3rd shift of the game for them.
Dorofeev into the middle at center ice to Eichel. Into the Edmonton zone to Barbashev. Into the left wing corner. He'll stop. Back to the blue line to McNabb. He'll go cross ice. It comes in front to Barbashev. A chance saved by Skinner. And he will cover that up as Stone got it in front of the net to Barbashev. I don't know that he got a whole lot on it, but Skinner kept it out of the net. We're going to take a break. 6 minutes, 18 seconds gone here in a scoreless first period. It's game 3 of this second round series series between the Oilers and the Golden Knights. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. You know, Alberta's a special place. From the Rockies to the Plains, it's a land of hard work and big dreams. If you're going to tackle it all, you need a truck that can keep up. That's why I can't say enough about my Ford F-150. It's more than a truck. It's a partner. Rugged toughness, serious capability, and smart features that make your life easier, like available Pro Power onboard. The Ford F-150. Get yours today at your Alberta Ford dealer and tell them PB sent you.
Northern Lakes College has been providing opportunities to Alberta students for over 50 years. How are they different? Many of their programs are offered online to suit your busy lifestyle, so no need to quit your job or move away from home. Your classroom can be anywhere you want it to be. Attend classes online in real time with your peers or view recorded classes at your own pace. Learn where you live. Learn while you work. It's your choice. Online learning redefined. northernlakescollege.ca.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Scoreless here on the first, 6:18 gone. Oilers and the Golden Knights. And the Oilers, this is Oil Country Playoffs 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's now live for round 2 in support of kids in Oil Country who need our help. The main jackpot at $2.3 million and the playoff bonus jackpot at $2.8. And they're both climbing fast. Get your tickets now anywhere in Alberta at EdmontonOilers.com/50-50. Face-off will be to the right of Stuart Skinner.
Pretty good Elvis impersonator in the building.
There was an Elvis sighting on the video scoreboard here, yes. Up the left, be his later years by the looks of it. Flipped up and out by Frederick, and it was knocked down by a high stick.
This game has not exactly had a lot of pace and tempo out of the gate. Oilers will go power on power here with an O-zone draw.
As they get the McDavid, Draisaitl, and Perry trio out there. As they have a quick meeting before they take this face-off in this Vegas zone. Bouchard and
Draisaitl, by the way, is at 55.4%. Eichel's at 45.8%.
Eichel wins that one. Theodore will rim it. It won't get out. Bouchard keeps it in. To McDavid in the right wing corner. To the point. Bouchard, a shot. It's blocked in the slot, and Eichel can get it out for Vegas through the middle of the ice. Over the Edmonton line to Stone to Eichel. Left wing corner. Barbashev had it poked away from him. Stone has it left wing. Into the corner for Barbashev. Wanted to get it behind the net to Eichel. Broken up by Bouchard. Through the middle to Perry. Right wing off a stick past Draisaitl into the Vegas zone. It's along the board. Stone gets bumped by Perry. Eichel cross ice pass to Barbashev's going to go down into the Edmonton zone. Skinner has to play it, and he will. Klingberg up the right wing cleared it out before Barbashev could get to it. And on the right side, brought in by McDavid. He'll get it to the slot, walking in. The shot, scores! Corey Perry makes it 1-0 Oilers!
Well, Leon Draisaitl makes the play right at center ice, right in front of the penalty box. He wins a puck battle, pokes the puck free, and McDavid's away. And then Edmonton had a net drive with an activating D, and Perry was the trailer, and he rips one home for Corey Perry's fourth goal of the playoffs.
Hill looked like he thought it was going glove side. Perry goes stick side. And it's 1-0 Edmonton, 7-19 into this first period. Puck dumped into the Vegas zone. Wow, in behind his net, stops back there. McDavid's got points in 7 straight games. Puck to the line, it doesn't get out. Hyman will keep it in. It'll go to Kane, in front to Hyman. He just directed it wide. The puck along the boards in the Vegas zone. Nugent Hopkins to the blue line. There's a penalty coming up.
Haig should get one.
That's in front of the net. The stick come up.
Yeah.
Must have.
It's going to be Evander Kane on Pietrangelo. And Pietrangelo's picking at the skin, trying to draw a 4-minute call here. They're having a discussion. Could be 4.
All right, we'll get the call here.
Minor penalty hit to the head.
2-minute hit to the head. Okay.
Well, Edmonton needs a kill here. What a chance, though. He hit him right in the chest. He didn't hit him in the head. He hit him right in the chest. He hit him right in the chest. Need a kill. Need a kill.
Oiler penalty kill. It's brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. The Vegas power play's been good against the Oilers in this series.
3 for 7.
3 for 7. Off the draw, Theodore, left wing point, left wing to Eichel through the middle, pinballs off some skates and cleared down the ice by Emberson. Carry from McDavid and Draisaitl. 7:19 time of that goal. Edmonton up 1-0 here in the first. Olofsson into the Oilers zone. He'll try to get it across to Hurdle. That does not connect, and Theodore will keep it in, but only for a moment. The puck cleared out by Emberson. Aiden Hill sets the puck to Theodore. Theodore bringing it out, makes a little move at center, got away from McDavid. Back to Eichel to Theodore, and over the line on the right to Eichel. He'll go to the right corner, cross ice, pass to Hurdle, to the blue line to Theodore. Right wing, Olofsson to the blue line, Theodore. Cross ice pass, and that's off the stick of Hyman and out of play. 1-0 Oilers lead. 8 minutes, 33 seconds gone here in the first period.
I thought that was a pretty tough call against Evander Kane. Oilers again, they need a kill here. Back out comes Henrique and Nugent Hopkins. The Oilers have already had 3 forward rotations in the first 49 seconds of this PK.
Yep. Helps when you get a few clears early. And the puck goes to Bouchard. It will go in behind the net and through the middle, gets the puck out of the zone. Theodore at his own blue line. Back to Eichel. Weaves his way into the Edmonton end. Goes to the left wing. To the left wing point. Theodore. Left side to Eichel. Eichel to Hurdle. To Eichel. Cross ice pass. Went off Olofsson. It rolls to Skinner. That save! Skinner made in desperation with the right pad. Puck to the point. Theodore. Left wing for Eichel. To the side of the net. Stone to Eichel. Eichel in the left corner. To the blue line in the middle for Theodore. Left wing for Eichel. Side of the goal. Stone got it in front of the net, and it comes out to Eichel across the one-timer. And the stick cratered.
It's a 4-on-4. They got to realize that.
Olofsson's stick had completely exploded. Now it's back to 5-on-4. Eichel in front of the net to Hurdle, put it wide. 5 seconds to go in the penalty, and it's cleared out by Bouchard. Penalty over. Golden Knights 0 for 1 on the power play. 1-0 Oilers lead. A giveaway. Kane in front of the net. McDavid across. Off the crossbar. Draisaitl put it off the bar in front to Kane, and he can't get it on net. Puck goes to the left wing corner. Dorofeev, the crowd buzzing about that puck going off the crossbar.
This place would have gone nuts.
Oh, yeah. 1-0 Oilers lead here in the first. It's in over the Edmonton line. It's Barbashev left wing in front of the goal, and it was in behind Karlsson. To center ice, Kane just missed McDavid. He takes a hit at the blue line. Barbashev will break. Penalty coming up. As there should be. the interference call. The Edmonton Oilers will be on the power play as White Cloud goes to the box. They'll be on the power play when we come back. 9:38 to go here in the first. 1-0 Oilers lead the Golden Knights here in Game 3. We'll be right back from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey Edmonton, ever think about who gets your hard-earned money when you buy groceries or gas? For all you know, it could be buying a second yacht or private jet. But at Co-op, they put it right back into the community. That's because they're owned by 120,000 everyday Edmontonians, not a corporation. Feel good about where your money goes when you shop Co-op. Visit in-store for details.
Tired of skyrocketing energy bills? Switch to clean, affordable power with Horizon Solar. Whether you want to cut costs, go green, or increase your home's value, Horizon Solar has you covered with tailored solar energy solutions. With current government incentives, there's never been a better time to make the switch. Own your power, control your bills, live sustainably. For your free assessment, call Horizon Solar today or visit horizonsolar.com to get started. Horizon Solar, where going green makes sense.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back and bigger than ever. The largest 50-50 in sports offers early bird draws, bonus raffles, and a main jackpot, which is growing by the second. With over $100 million invested across oil country, your support directly helps kids, families, and communities in need. Maybe you'll be our next winner. Get your tickets right now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make oil country a better place.
AGLC license number 696879.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Zach Whitecloud goes off for interference. Edmonton Oilers go on the power play. They're up 1-0, 9:38 to go here in the first period.
Well, the Oilers' combined special team is only 87% in the playoffs. It's kind of hard to believe they're 6-2. Last year they were over a combined 120%.
0 for 5 against the Golden Knights so far in this series.
Including a 5-minute major.
Including the 5-minute major.
See if they move the puck to the net quicker here, Cam, if they get an ozone face-off win.
Nugent Hopkins to the blue line to Bouchard. Off of Nugent Hopkins to Draisaitl, left wing. His pass to Bouchard just misses him and comes out. Bouchard has to chase after it. Played the puck in, and it's at the blue line, and then Carlson will get it out. Power play brought to you by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. McDavid through center, now in over the Vegas blue line. His pass hit a skate, and it comes out of the zone. Bouchard to McDavid, right wing to Draisaitl. Down the right side, right wing corner in Vegas territory. Up to the top of the circle with it. Cycles the puck to McDavid, stops, looks towards the net, right wing corner to the blue line to Bouchard. Now on the left to Nugent Hopkins to Bouchard. His shot scores! Bouchard let it go. Looks like it got tipped in front of the net. It's a power play goal. It's 2-0 Edmonton.
I think it's Corey Perry's second of the game.
He's having some night. Oilers get their first power play goal of this series.
Now, will they challenge this one? See outside the... They're looking at it.
He's fine.
What a deflection.
Yeah. And the Oilers up 2-0 here in the first. 11-12 time of that goal. Fifth of the playoffs for Corey Perry, second of the night. Nurse on the right wing, the Hyman will bring it into the Vegas zone. Stops on the right wing boards. To the right wing point to Kulak. Gets it low, just past Kane, over to Hyman on the left. Cycles the puck to Evander Kane. Tied up along the boards by Haig. Henrique wants to dig out a loose puck. Bouchard and Nugent Hopkins get the assists on the goal. Nugent Hopkins has got points in 7 straight. Hurdle out through the middle to Pietrangelo to center ice. Back to Pietrangelo. He'll shoot it in. Hurdle goes after it. It's in behind the Edmonton net. Over now to the right wing, top of the circle. Hyman through the middle of the ice, clears it. Pietrangelo with it inside his own blue line. Oilers will make a change. 2-0 Edmonton leads here in the first period of Game 3. On the right, Waugh to the Edmonton zone, goes to the right corner. Put it in behind the net. Klingberg can't get it out. It'll go Waugh to the blue line to Theodore. A shot, and that's blocked in the slot. And Arvidsson on the left side to Wallman. This pass, he was looking for Janmark. It goes into the Vegas end. Hanifin, left wing corner. Up the left wing boards to Colasar. Will get it to center ice. It's Colasar into the Edmonton end. Stops on the left wing boards. Gives the puck to Waugh. To the blue line, shot, and it was tipped in front of the net by Colasar. Goes wide as Theodore had let it go. Theodore has it right wing point across to Hanifin. Down the left wing, Colasar to Theodore, to Colasar. To Shea Theodore, left point, his shot, and that hit a leg, goes over to the boards. Eichel on the right wing. Wanted to get it low, Wallman will clear it out. Theodore with it in his own end for Vegas. 6:49 to go in the first. 2-0 Edmonton leads. On the right wing to Eichel. He'll shoot it in. Skinner will come out to play it. Plays it up on the glass. Knocked down by Eichel. And then Eichel tripped, lost the puck. And McDavid through the middle. In over the Vegas line. Down the left wing. Just knocked off his stick. Stone will get it out. Long pass to Barbashev. Down the left wing. Blasts a shot high and wide. Puck cleared by McDavid. Eichel in the neutral zone to McNabb in his own end. Both teams make changes. McNabb on the right wing to Carlson. Comes into the Oiler end. His pass across, and he was looking for Smith, who ran into Skinner. The puck went into the corner, and out with it to center now Brown. Looking for Frederick. Just missed him.
Missed the hook there.
Pietrangelo clears it out. Floated through the middle by Kulak. On the right wing, Smith dumps the puck in. Goes to the left wing corner. Emberson up the boards. To Connor Brown, now to Adam Henrique. Won't be able to get it out of the zone. He'll get another chance though. And this time Henrique. On the left wing to center ice to Frederick. And that was knocked down, and Oilers went in on the offside, so we get the whistle. We've got 5:34 to go here in the first period. Corey Perry, he's got a pair, and the Oilers are up 2-0 against the Vegas Golden Knights here in Game 3. We'll be right back from Rogers Place. It's Fort Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Rogers is Canada's largest and most reliable 5G network. We're made for Oilers fans. You can stream Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Tide tie things up in Tofield. Unbelievable! Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stewart steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, proud partner and fan of your Edmonton Oilers.
Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Loyal to the oil, in Edmonton we trust. Rising to the top like a pizza crust. Got the flavors to play, yeah. Cooking on ice. Hunger happens, gotta score a slice. Let's go Oilers, E-Town unite. Ice District to Jasper, downtown to White. Wearing orange and blue, game on the stream. Make the right call, Pizza 73. Let's go Oilers. 737373, Pizza 73.
Did you know The Brick is proudly Canadian-owned and operated? We started right here in Canada over 50 years ago. Now, our 5,000 team members are proud to be your neighbor in more than 200 communities across Canada. And we support all Canadians with a growing selection of quality-made Canadian products and manufacturers. Nobody knows more about furnishing Canadian homes at the guaranteed lowest price than us. The Brick, saving you more.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
2-0 Oilers lead, 5:34 to go here in the first period. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. Face off outside the Golden Knights blue line. Both goals by Corey Perry. Here in the first period, one on the power play as Hyman just got it in over the line. White Cloud on the right wing to Dorofeev. Checked at the Edmonton blue line. So Klingberg into the middle of the ice to Nugent Hopkins. Flips the puck to the right wing corner. Hannafin turns on it, shovels it around, hit Hyman with it. It's in behind the net. Kane, his centering pass. That goes off of Nugent Hopkins. And up the left wing, Olofsson to center. Cross ice. Off a stick. Dorofeev touches it. He was in on the offside. Then he gets shoved a few times. Once by Kane. Now everybody gathers in there.
One each way, I think, here.
Okay. 5:02 to go in the first period. 2-0 Oilers lead. Maybe none each way.
Maybe it was, this keeps up. It's good. You're going to the box. Everybody chill. They've not updated the shots. I mean, I don't think Edmonton's got 2 on 4. I think they got at least 5 or 6 shots in this game. But whatever the case, Corey Perry.
Unreal. He turns 40 in 6 days.
It's pretty impressive.
It's pretty impressive.
223rd career playoff game. Yeah.
Amazing. 59 career playoff goals.
Uh-oh.
Now the puck turned over. 2-on-1 for the Golden Knights. Waugh down the right wing. Waugh forced in front. The pass. That goes right through the slot. Ripped towards the net. Save. Rebound. Scores. At the side of the goal was Waugh. And cuts the Oiler lead to 2-1.
Well, Leon Draisaitl tried to do a little bit too much through the neutral ice. Go get that play back if you're Leon. Skinner made the initial save, but was down and out for the rebound. Oh, man.
Yeah. Just came right out to Waugh. And he got his second of the playoffs after Skinner made the first save. 15-17, time of the goal. And Waugh has the Golden Knights to within 1.
And Chris Knobloch is saying that right now. Go get it back for it.
Nurse inside his own end, across to Kulak. Off the right wing boards, off the stick of Perry, all the way down to Aiden Hill. Gave it to Theodore, but he's got to deal with McDavid. McDavid got it free. To the right wing boards, Kulak. Down low. Perry has it on the right wing. Drops it to Draisaitl. To the point, to Kulak. Down the left wing to Nurse in front of the net, off of McDavid, and just wide.
What a play there by Barbashev.
Up to center ice as Eichel will shoot it in. Knocked down by Skinner as it was riding up on the glass. Nurse on the right wing boards to McDavid. He's off his stick. Hannafin in his own end to White Cloud. Up the left wing now to Eichel. 2-1 Edmonton leads here in the first period. From Riley Smith into the Oiler and down the left side. Scores! Smith came down the left, pulled it to the middle, went 5-hole on Skinner, and the game's tied at 2.
Well, give Vegas credit. Great response from them. Two quick ones from some support players that needed to get going. But Coles and Arvidsson were converging on the play as Klingberg had stepped up. We got a tie game.
Yeah, Smith walked down the left side, went right to the net. Gets his second of the playoffs at 16-11. And with 3:49 to go in the first period here in Game 3 of this second round series, game's tied at 2.
Oilers got to get going here.
Yep.
Think of the unforced error on the neutral ice by Leon Draisaitl. Led to the odd man break. Not quite sure where the D was going there. They got a 2-goal lead. 5 minutes left in the first period. Look out.
Cross ice pass off a stick goes into the crowd. Goals 54 seconds apart. Waugh, then Smith. And the game's tied up.
We'll see how the Oilers respond here. Edmonton has not put everything on the net. Vegas has. The Oilers, since they've scored the goal, don't have a shot on goal count.
Goes to Wallman at center. He'll drill it into the Vegas zone. Along the boards, Henrique had to go off his stick. White Cloud in behind the goal. Up the right wing to Smith. To center ice to Carlson. Dump the puck in. Brown, but only for a moment. It goes into the corner. Carlson in behind the net. Checked on the play. Rims on the right, off of Brown. Puck to the middle. The backhand by Howden. Up into the air and glove by Skinner. That was Smith from Eichel and White Cloud.
Well, Eichel made the play, and he's made a lot of them for them. He's been good. And you said it, 2 and 54 seconds.
Yeah. Face off to the right of Stuart Skinner. Nugent Hopkins. Take the draw. Out there with Hyman and Kane, and the puck goes behind the Edmonton net. Kulak rims on the left, going to it is Kane. To the middle, he was looking for Hyman. That's swatted away by Pietrangelo. Puck shot into the Vegas zone. Hag in behind his net. Up the left wing, picked off by Nugent Hopkins. To the left wing point for Kulak. A shot, and that goes just wide. On the right wing point, Emberson keeping it in. To Hyman in behind the net. Hyman slides to the left to the blue line. Kulak shot, saved by Hill. Rebound put on net, and Hill made the stop. This time off of Nugent Hopkins. To center ice is Hurdle, and he'll flip it in.
Best save of the game for Aiden Hill.
The puck along the right wing boards in the Edmonton zone. 2.5 to go in the first. Tied at 2, the Oilers and the Golden Knights here in Game 3. Emberson waits it behind the Edmonton net. Steps out, snaps a long pass to Bouchard. He'll fire it across to Draisaitl into the Vegas zone to the right wing corner. Draisaitl to the left, to the top of the circle. Cycles the puck to Corey Perry. Perry to McDavid. He's along the left wing corner boards. Puck then goes to Theodore. Will get it out. Pearson will shoot it into the Edmonton zone. Nurse on the right wing to Perry. Out of Draisaitl. Goes through center to Perry. Into the Vegas end to the right wing corner. Perry still with it. Rims it up to the left wing point. Nurse pokes it to McDavid. Left corner to Perry. Out to Draisaitl. Left wing corner to McDavid. To Perry in front of the net. Oh, it just went off his stick before he can shoot it. And Eichel comes out with it to center with Smith and peeled off his stick. Nicely by Bouchard. And Bouchard in over the line. Left wing to McDavid. Now to the slot. Frederick shot. And that went off a stick and goes out of play with 1:20 to go in the first. We're tied at 2.
That was a great play by Bouchard. Just real good anticipation. Strip Jack Eichel started to transition the other way. Better push here from Edmonton the last 3 minutes after the Vegas goals.
Face-off will be in the Vegas zone to the right of Hill.
Oh, man, they were lucky.
Yeah. Nugent Hopkins had that rebound. Hill made a good save. Henrique to take the draw against Eichel. And the puck goes past Wallman on the left wing point and down the ice. Wallman on the inboards. The right side off of Brown to the middle to Frederick. Comes into the Vegas zone. Off the boards to the right wing corner. But Carlson will cut it up the middle.
Nice take by him.
Look out. Give it to Barbashev. Into the Edmonton zone. Last minute of the first to Hanifin. A shot. And that's off a leg to the left wing corner. On the left wing point. White Cloud. Over to Hanifin. Right wing. Barbashev all the way up to the blue line. Got it across to Hanifin. He's going to walk in a bit. Cross ice pass for Smith. And that one hacked out to center.
Line needs a change here.
Stumped back in. 31 seconds to go here in the first period. Comes out to center to Brown. Just got it to the Vegas blue line. Carlson into the Oiler end on the right wing. Stops at the right wing hash marks. In behind the net for Colasar. It's up against the boards with Bouchard. Bouchard got himself free to Kulak on the right. 10 seconds to go in the period. Still in the Edmonton zone. Colasar shoves it around to the corner. It's in behind the net. Kulak takes a bump, maybe a little after the whistle from Howden. That's going to draw everybody in. First period will come to a close. And the Oilers and the Golden Knights here in Game 3 tied at 2 after the opening 20. Good pushback by the Golden Knights after a strong start from the Edmonton Oilers.
Some things for Edmonton to clean up there, no question about that. Vegas did a real good job on zone entries on back-to-back goals there. Scored what we know this about Vegas. They've scored more goals off the rush than any team in the league, and you can't feed their transition. Yeah. Unfortunately, Draisaitl did, and it ended up in the net. And away you go.
We can head downstairs. Brendan Escott standing by with Ryan Nugent-Hopkins.
Ryan, a hot start. How do you assess the frame overall?
I mean, obviously, start that we wanted. I think we kind of let them back in ourselves. They're a team that takes advantage of something that you give them. So, got to sharpen that up and not sacrifice defense to try to create too much.
Yeah, is that the main adjustment you would say is not sacrificing that defense?
Yeah, I mean, we understand that every little play matters at this point of the season, so we know that, so we'll get better.
Thanks, Ryan.
Yep.
Guys?
All right, thanks very much. Brendan Escott downstairs with Brian Nugent-Hopkins.
He just said it. We know that. We know better.
Yeah.
They'll attempt to do a better job not fueling that transition. And again, you're up 2-0 in the game, and Leon Draisaitl, that's a guy you let make plays. And he got stripped in the neutral ice that led to the odd man break. Edmonton got back in the play, but then they overskated the play and didn't mind the store in front of the net, and it was a bang-bang play down low, and then too easy of a zone entry on the second goal against. Klingberg steps up. The Oilers had two forwards in support, and serpentining his way in was Riley Smith. 2-2 game. So, hey, we knew it wasn't going to be easy.
Exactly.
Right? And I expect Edmonton to elevate the level of their performance in period number 2.
So that's where we are after 20 minutes. Corey Perry getting both goals for the Edmonton Oilers. Nicholas Waugh and Riley Smith with the goals for the Golden Knights. Game 3 tied at 2 after 1. Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown, they're standing by. They got the intermission for you when we come back. From Rogers Place in downtown Edmonton, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey folks, Paul Brandt here. Around these parts, we work hard, play hard, and we demand the best. Sometimes you need a truck that's a cut above. The Ford Super Duty. Tough enough for any job with the style and luxury you deserve. It's as powerful as it is refined, with cutting-edge features that make every drive a pleasure. In short, this ain't your everyday pickup. The Ford Super Duty. Drive the finest truck Alberta has to offer today at your Alberta Ford dealer. And tell them PB sent you.
It's our YEG with 880 Chad.
Help inspire the next generation of artists as the International Children's Festival of the Arts returns to St. Albert May 29th to June 1st. Enter now at 880ched.com for your chance to win. Then experience a hilarious, heartfelt, and contemplative look at love, loss, relationships, and life as the Shadow Theater presents Where You Are. May 1st through the 18th at the Varscona Theater.
For details on these and more events, visit 880ched.com. At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Right wing corner to the blue line to Bouchard. Now on the left to Nugent-Hopkins to Bouchard. His shot scores! Bouchard let it go. Looks like he got tipped in front of the net. It's a power play goal. It's 2-0 Edmonton.
I think it's Corey Perry, second of the game.
He's having some
by Century Casinos, all in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and next to the Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the Winter Zone. Welcome to the first intermission. Bryn Griffiths and Rob Brown back with you from Rogers Place after 20 minutes of play. The Edmonton Oilers and the Vegas Golden Knights tied at 2. Rob, your thoughts on that first period?
Well, we talked before the game that we felt that the Oilers would come out flying and that the Vegas Golden Knights were going to have to weather a storm. They didn't weather the storm, and the Oilers built a 2-0 lead. One on the back of a really nice play by the Oilers. Leon to Connor to a trailing Perry. He makes no mistake. And then the second one, a power play goal that the Oilers, who didn't score in the power play last game, and you mentioned before the game should be worried, and I said no, the Oilers power play's fine, and they scored a nice goal. It was a simple shot on net. Perry in front gets a nice deflection. So the Oilers got the 2-0 lead, but if you looked at the shot clock, Vegas would have been pretty happy with the first 10 minutes. Simply, they only gave up 4 shots.
Yeah.
Halfway through the period, the Oilers weren't creating a whole lot. They had one nice play and a power play goal. And then the one thing that was talked about before this series that Vegas is very good at, and that is the transition. And Leon coming through the neutral zone, beats the first guy, and was carrying the puck in, which he does all the time. But the backtrack by Kolasar, fantastic. He didn't quit on the play. Leon beat the first Vegas player. He's looking up to make a play, and Kolasar came from behind and stole the puck and sent Vegas back on a 2-on-1 in a period that the Oilers really had under control. They have a 2-0 lead, and they give up an odd man break. Now, I'm not sure which defenseman it was that laid down, but did a really good job taking away the pass. But the Oilers, when they backtrack, they came back too hard. Puck bounces out to the point man, and they just fire it on net. And then this is where the Oilers get in trouble. Nicholas Waugh, who surprisingly is in the game tonight.
Yes.
Nicholas Waugh standing in front, nobody on him, he gets the rebound. So a mistake in the neutral zone, compounded by a mistake in front of the Oilers net, and all of a sudden the Vegas Golden Knights have life. And then the next goal, Klingberg stood up, and here's a problem for the Oilers. We saw in Game 2, Jack Eichel getting stuck as a forward, flat-footed at the blue line, and Connor McDavid comes in and makes him look silly. And everyone's talking about Jack Eichel. He has no chance on it. Well, the same thing happened on this one. Riley Smith gets some speed, and it's Podkolzin, who is the defender standing on the blue line as Klingberg had pinched. And it's hard enough for a forward to backpedal and play defense 101 in the NHL. When you're standing still at the blue line, you have no chance. Riley Smith goes through him, goes through Arvidsson, then eventually goes through Stuart Skinner. And a 2-0 lead that had this place hopping, all of a sudden is 2-2 after 1. And a Vegas Golden Knights team that looked completely out of it 10 minutes into this period feel pretty good about themselves. They have the edge in shots 9-6, and the score is 2-2. And they've got to feel real good about the way the period ended to where they were 10 minutes earlier.
Well, so 54 seconds apart, those 2 goals by Vegas. That hurts.
Well, Vegas is good. They have a great team. They probably should have won Game 2. They were the better team, and you heard Connor McDavid talk about it at the end of the game. They did not play great. They gave up way too many grade A scoring chances, the Oilers did in Game 2, but Calvin Pickard was excellent. In this game, the Vegas Golden Knights have come out and they've shown what their ability to score. And we talked in Game 2, and actually throughout the series for the Oilers, how well the depth players have been for the Edmonton Oilers in this series. Well, tonight, Riley Smith, third-line player of the Vegas Golden Knights, scores. Nicholas Waugh, fourth-line player from the Vegas Knights, scores. So Vegas is deep as well up front, and we got a whale of a hockey game. It shouldn't be easy when you play against the Vegas Golden Knights in the second round of the playoffs. They are good, and we saw in the final, well, we've seen through the last, I guess 3-4 periods in Game 2 and a period tonight, the last 5 periods, these two are very, very evenly matched. And now it's a matter of who gets the big save at the end of the night will be the team that wins the hockey game.
How'd you feel Aiden Hill played in the first 10 minutes? I know 2 went by him.
Well,
he looked a little shaky, but I'll tell you what, he made a big save off of Ryan Nugent-Hopkins late in that period.
He did. He made a fantastic save where it looked like the Nuge was going to have a backdoor empty net. Corey Perry beat him clean. Now, it was a little bit from distance. Again, we've talked about Perry is he doesn't skate as fast as he did, but this is a guy that scored 50 in the National Hockey League. He's got close to 500 NHL goals. If you give him that much time and space, and he had time and space, he's got the ability to put it past you, and he did on that play right there. So Aiden Hill, in all honesty, every time the Oilers shoot, I do believe they have a chance. I don't think Aiden Hill has played as well as he's capable of. But on the second goal, we just watched a replay of it. That puck was going about 2 feet wide. Evan Bouchard was shooting for his stick. You got Corey Perry's in front of his net, but his stick is about 2 feet wide of the post. He's pulling the puck back in. That is, again, another goal scorer's goal, Corey Perry. So Aiden Hill had no chance on that one. but I mean, the shots are 9-6.
Yeah.
The score is 2-2. The save percentage in the first period, Vegas has a save percentage of 6-6-7. The Oilers have a save percentage of 7-7-8. So one of these teams needs a save, and the team that gets it's going to win the game.
Okay, so obviously the top story coming into the game tonight was Stuart Skinner. How do you feel he played in that period?
I mean, he didn't let a weak goal in, but the first one bounced off of him. He looked awkward on it. Now, I don't know if he got fooled or if he fell as he was coming across, but he looked kind of awkward, or he just contorted his body because he felt the puck in a weird position. But when he turned sideways and the puck bounced out, then he was in no position to stop it. The second one, Riley Smith beat Coles and beat Arvidsson and froze the defender before he went in and beat Skinner. Again, I'm going to say the same thing about Skinner as I say about Hill.
Yeah.
One of these goaltenders has to make a save for their team to win. In the first period, I don't think either goalie made a big save. No goalie let a weak one in, but neither goalie made the save that their team needed.
Thanks, Rob. We'll talk to you coming up in intermission number 2. After 20 minutes of play, we're all tied up at 2 between the Oilers and the Vegas Golden Knights. We're going to take a break, and then obviously we'll come back and take a look at the only other game in the NHL tonight. We'll talk about that. At the Intermission is brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Proudly headquartered in oil country, Capital Power is delivering reliable and affordable power today while building clean power systems for tomorrow, creating the balanced energy solutions communities across Alberta and North America can depend on. Visit capitalpower.com to learn how they are powering change by changing power. Be part of their energy and join Capital Power as we all cheer on our Edmonton Oilers on their quest to win it all.
Over the last decade, the world of work has changed dramatically. It's a change that can cause a disconnect between a company and its employees. But a partnership with Aon can help by making decisions that create a more flexible, engaged, and resilient workforce. Aon's experience and expertise, global understanding, and advanced analytics ensure that every client is better informed and better advised so that they can make better decisions. Whatever the next decade brings, Aon is in the business of better decisions.
Do you have tickets to an upcoming event at Rogers Place that you can't attend? Donate your tickets to the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation Seats for Kids program, presented by Eagle Builders. Seats for Kids provides unused game tickets for charities, allowing children and families to enjoy hockey at Rogers Place. And for many, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. To be a part of the Seats for Kids program presented by Eagle Builders, please email edmonton@kidsupfront.com. That's edmonton@kidsupfront.com.
With Global News, I'm Thomas Dias. In an update tonight, Sturgeon County says the Redwater Recreation Area wildfire remains out of control. However, there was minimal growth again today, with firefighters able to make good progress on containing the perimeter with the support of helicopters. The county says it continues to field questions from evacuated residents eager to return home, but it's still too dangerous. In the meantime, the county says emergency response staff are currently making plans to support the safe re-entry of the public back to their homes. Alberta Wildfire will be using a drone to conduct an infrared scan of the wildfire tonight to help firefighters focus their efforts on the hottest parts. And a collision involving a grain truck and a passenger vehicle has proven deadly about 11 minutes southeast of Rimbey. RCMP say it took place on Highway 20 at Township Road 412 just after 9:30 this morning. Emergency crews arrived to find a 21-year-old woman from Rimbey dead at the scene. She had been alone driving the passenger vehicle. The driver of the grain truck was not hurt. Mounties say they continue to investigate the cause of the collision. News on demand at 880ched.com.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
Our people, our team. It's what business owners almost always say is their most important resource. But strong businesses don't just find great people. They make sure their teams stay healthy, engaged, and performing at their best. A benefits plan from Alberta Blue Cross is more than just drug and dental. They support the whole person with flexible coverage levels that fit the size and circumstance of your business. Find a plan that gets results at ab.bluecross.ca.
Legacy Heating and Cooling jingle auditions take one for Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Zach Hyman. Are you ready, guys?
We were born ready. Heck yes, Nuge. Drop the beat. Call Legacy. Call Legacy. We freaking killed it, Nuge.
That's what I'm talking about, Zachary Martin Hyman.
Nice guys. We're going to sell a lot of air conditioners.
Hey, doesn't Legacy offer no payments and no interest for a year on those?
Yeah, well, thanks for the assist on the copy points there, Nuge.
It's just what I do.
Legacy Heating and Cooling.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
The Edmonton Oilers and the Vegas Golden Knights are tied at 2 after one period of play. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Just the one other game, it was down east. Carolina back on home ice, and they blanked the Washington Capitals 4-0 tonight. Freddie Anderson coming up with 21 saves to pick up the shutout in that one. Jack Roslovich with 1 goal and 1 assist, and Andrei Svechnikov with 1 goal in that one for Carolina, who now take a 2-1 lead in that series. If you missed it earlier today at the World Hockey Championship, Canada blanking Slovenia 4-0. That is your out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Second period is coming up next at the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey Edmonton, big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
Celebrating 70 years in the signage industry, William Huff Advertising is the most recognized name in the game. An in-house, one-stop shop for all of your design, print, and installation needs. William Huff provides quality graphic solutions for everyone. Here in our City of Champions and throughout the nation, they are the preferred signage partner entrusted by many of the biggest corporations, pro sports teams, and organizations to bring their identity to life. Recognize the name, get in the game. WilliamHuff.com.
Real Canadian Superstore has more ways to save than any other major grocer. Check out their weekly flyer for PC Optimum offers, deals on club size, no name, and always low-priced everyday items. Visit in-store to find everything from fashion and home decor to toys and electronics. And don't forget their new Fresh Promise on produce. If your produce isn't fresh, they'll replace it and refund it. There are so many ways to save at Real Canadian Superstore. See their flyer for details.
Hey Edmonton, big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Tied at 2 here. Getting ready for the second period of play. Cameron along with Bob Stauffer. We're here at Rogers Place, Game 3 of the second round series between the Edmonton Oilers and the Vegas Golden Knights. And the Oilers, this is Oil Country Playoffs 50-50 presented by Rogers, back for round 2. Life-changing jackpots. Tonight's jackpot at $2.5 million and the playoff bonus jackpot over 2.8. Our next lucky winner could be you. Get your tickets now, EdmontonOilers.com/5050. Corey Perry with both goals for Edmonton. Waugh and Smith scoring for Vegas in the first period. We dropped the puck. We're underway here in the second. Smith back into his own end. Missed Hannafin with it. Hannafin will chase after it. Up the right wing for Carlson. Knocked off his stick through the middle. White Cloud got it out. Shot right back in by Frederick. Glove down by Aiden Hill. So White Cloud on the right wing for Smith. He'll swing it through the middle of the ice to Carlson. Comes into the Edmonton zone. William Carlson along the right wing boards. Behind the net to Olofsson. To the left wing point, Hannafin across to White Cloud, shoots it wide of the Edmonton net. It's jammed in front of the goal, nobody there for Vegas. Frederick gets to center ice for Edmonton. On the right wing to Connor Brown, he'll dump it in. In behind the net, White Cloud, the right wing, just past Smith and down the ice. That's icing against the Golden Knights. 46 seconds into the second period.
Didn't see a lot of Mark Stone, Cam, in the final 5 minutes of that period. Just looking to see if he's on the bench. They look like they have an open spot right now. Not sure what's going on there. They look like they're one man short.
Yep. They are.
And that's one of the best two-way wingers in the National Hockey League.
Face off to the right of Hill. Puck to the point. On the left wing is Bouchard.
Puck at the linesman. Broke it up.
And it's lifted up and out by Carlson. Go in behind the Edmonton net. Wallman on the left wing to Evan Bouchard. Bouchard through the middle of the ice. Gets the puck in off the stick of Perry. He'll set it behind the goal. Theodore to the right wing. Now into the middle for McNabb. We'll get it out. Wanted to get it to Barbashev. Broken up. Draisaitl. His pass through the middle just missed McDavid. Otherwise, he was off through the middle of the ice. And McDavid recovers it inside the Edmonton blue line. On the right wing to Bouchard. Now to Draisaitl. Gave it to Perry. He'll go behind the net. Over to the left. Into the slot. The one-timer by Nurse just goes wide. Puck along the left wing. Nugent Hopkins, top of the circle in Vegas territory. Off the corner boards to the right wing. In for the right wing point is Klingberg. Poked it to the corner. Goes off of Nugent Hopkins. McNabb behind the net to Theodore. Up the right wing for Barbashev. Off of him and down the ice. Klingberg out from behind the net. 2 minutes gone here in the second. Tied at 2. The Oilers and the Golden Knights in game 3. Shot in by Klingberg. Goes in behind the Vegas goal. Pietrangelo up the right wing. Now up to center ice to Hertl. Into the Edmonton zone. Goes to the right wing corner. Nurse will take him to the end boards. Puck comes free to Nugent Hopkins. To center ice for Zach Hyman. Softly flips the puck into the Vegas zone. He'll go after it. Pietrangelo rims it. Takes a hard hit, though. The right wing to Dorofeev. For Pearson. It was in his skates. Emberson gets it away. To Evander Kane. Up the right wing. A little far for Nugent Hopkins. And the puck at center ice. Smith off the right wing glass and in with it. Emberson goes in behind the goal. To the left side. To Kane. High in the air and out. Dorofeev.
They're doing a good job getting pucks up in a hurry, Cam. Oilers need to be better aware.
Emberson rimming the puck. Off the stick of Arvidsson. It goes into the corner. Smith with it in his skates. Got it loose. Now tries to the right side. White Cloud from the right wing point. Runs into Kulak. Puck in the corner. Kolasar up against the boards. Swings it back to the left point, but off the stick of Eichel and out. And it'll go all the way down the ice. Hannafin on the end boards to Eichel, left wing corner. Up the boards to center ice for Howden. Now to Barbashev on the right wing. He'll shoot it in, cross corner. Bouchard to Wallman to Bouchard. Off his stick, though. Howden comes in to get a loose puck. And it's Howden top of the circle through the middle, but gave it away to Wallman, and he'll skate it out. It's Wallman to center ice. A lot of back pressure from Barbashev, and they go up against the left wing boards, and Wallman will shoot it in. McNabb in behind the net to Carlson. Off the left wing side and out. Howden through the middle to Theodore. Into the Edmonton zone of Barbashev on the right wing boards. Being pressured by Podkolzin. The puck goes into the corner. Klingberg on the right wing will get it out through the middle of Podkolzin. Right wing to Brown. Drives into the Vegas end. Goes in behind the net. His pass to Janmark. Just put it wide.
Great play by European short side pass there from Connor Brown.
Tied at 2 here in the second. 4.5 gone. Henrique gets the puck in on the left wing. Henrique to the point to Nurse. He'll get it across. Klingberg for Brown. Just missed him with it. Puck sent to the line and off a stick and out of play.
He's going to find you. That's the one thing about Klingberg. You got to have your head on the swivel because he will not necessarily shoot when you think he's going to shoot. He's always looking for a better pass option. And the Vegas Golden Knights have gone 2 rotations through, and we've not seen Mark Snow.
Yep. Face off to the right of Aiden Hill. As the Draisaitl, McDavid, and Perry line out there with Kulak and Bouchard. Draisaitl wins the draw. Kulak left point across to Bouchard. Right wing to McDavid. He's top of the circle to Bouchard. His snapshot. That hit bodies in front, and the puck goes into the right wing corner. Colasar up the right wing boards. Through the middle to Hanifin, and then off a Hurdle. We'll go into the Edmonton zone. Hurdle, left wing, top of the circle. Couldn't get it to Colasar. Back into the Edmonton zone is Bouchard up the right wing to Draisaitl. In over the Vegas line for Perry. Flips it in behind the net. Whitecloud up the right wing for the Golden Knights. Down the left side of Colasar. Comes into the Edmonton zone. To Hurdle on the end boards. He's got Kulak all over him. Puck comes free to Perry. Perry out to Draisaitl to center now to McDavid. He got checked at the Vegas blue line.
Dude, they didn't catch it.
Eichel will shoot it in off the stick of Skinner. Puck goes in behind the net. Eichel taken to the end boards by Bouchard. It gets dug out, comes into the middle, and there's Draisaitl for the Oilers. Flips it off the left wing boards. He'll go after it. Pietrangelo has to turn on it and then goes in behind his net. 6 minutes gone here in the second. Tied at 2. The Oilers and the Golden Knights in game 3. Carlson into the Oilers zone to the left wing corner. Carlson in front to Dorofeev. That went over his stick. Over to the right wing. Barbashev spun around by Kane, and Kane got it out. Skating onto it. Hyman into the Vegas zone. He's in the left wing corner, and then Carlson takes a hard hit from Evander Kane. The puck cleared out. Nugent-Hopkins to Emberson. To Nugent-Hopkins. Right side, got the puck to Hyman. He rips a shot on the short side, and that goes just off the glove of Hill, and the puck in behind the net. Hanifin, or make that Haig up the left wing, couldn't get it out. Pass into the middle, but off a stick. Oilers trying to keep it in the can as Pietrangelo gets control of it in his own zone. Up the right wing, long pass to Smith. Scoops it towards the net, gloved by Skinner. He's going to hold on. We're going to take a break. We're 7 minutes into the second period. The Oilers and the Golden Knights tied at 2 here in Game 3. We'll be right back from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. Big skies, rugged landscapes. Now that's Alberta in a nutshell. And if you're looking for an SUV that can keep up with this place, check out the Ford Bronco. Built for those who crave adventure with serious off-road capability and style to spare. Whether you're hitting the mountain trails or exploring the back roads, it's the perfect ride for those who want to experience everything this province has to offer. The Ford Bronco. Adventure awaits at your Alberta Ford dealer. And tell them PB sent you.
Steelhaus Triton, 2 legendary oilfield services brands, 1 powerful partnership. Rooted in innovation, reliability, and a steadfast commitment to excellence, Steelhaus is proudly 100% Canadian-owned and locally manufactured. With over 15 field service locations across the prairies and up to the Rockies, they deliver world-class energy solutions with unmatched responsiveness, helping their customers thrive in the most demanding environments. Steelhaus Triton, engineered for performance, built in Canada. Visit steelhausinc.com for more information.
MIC is a leader in medical imaging and the official medical imaging provider to the Edmonton Oilers. Make MIC your choice. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, the game doesn't stop for injury. MIC's sports medicine imaging specialists can help you get back in the game with a timely and expert diagnosis. Go where the pros go. For a location near you, visit mic.ca.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here at Rogers Place. Tied at 2, Oilers and Golden Knights, 7 minutes into the second period. All the scoring coming in the first. Corey Perry, both goals for Edmonton. Waugh and Smith scoring for the Golden Knights. Face off to the left of Stuart Skinner. Henrique, Frederick, and Brown are out there. Puck goes to the blue line. Theodore across to McNabb. Now into the middle of the ice it goes, but there was Henrique off the glass and out. Theodore inside his own blue line. His pass, trying to get through to Howden. That does not work. Emberson up in the air and out with it. Gloved down by Theodore.
See how they're getting the puck up right away, Cam. They're not wasting, and as a result, they're playing fast.
Out into the right wing corner to Dorofeev. Will go in behind the net. Dorofeev left wing corner behind the goal to Eichel. Eichel steps up the left side, saucers it, right wing point. Across the one-timer by Eichel, and that's off the outside of the goal. And a glove pass, so we get the whistle. 7:45 gone here in the second, tied at 2. Yeah, Golden Knights get that puck up the ice quick.
Yeah. And the Oilers knew that about them. I mean, that was the scouting report. Excellent in transition there. I mean, they're a really well-coached team. And they're down a significant player right now, Mark Stone, not available to them. And the Oilers really haven't been able to sustain anywhere near the forecheck and pace and tempo that they had in Game 1.
White cloud at center ice. Floats it into the Edmonton end. Klingberg rims it. It goes to the top of the circle. That's kept in by Hanifin. He hacks it over to the boards. And the puck along that left side to Jake Wallman. To Victor Arvidsson. Cross ice. Janmark plays it off his skate. Comes in over the line. He'll get it across the puck. Goals in. Back to Janmark. Just missed. That would have been some play.
That's a right-handed shot. It's in the net.
Puck goals in at center ice. We'll shoot it in. Hanifin. Right wing to Barbashev. And now out to center to Smith. Into the Edmonton zone to Carlson. Shot and a save made by Skinner. He held on to it.
Tell you, it's impressive what Vegas is doing in transition, and the Oilers have got to be more aware. Now that said, Edmonton just about potted a brilliant goal of their own on a give and go from, I don't know, a little bit of a stick in there, yeah.
No, that was that play almost connected. Face off to the left of Stuart Skinner.
We're going to have some individuals that are going to need to mix some water later.
Oh, yeah. It's Saturday night at Rogers Place in the playoffs.
Because they are pounding.
It's undefeated. 8:26 into the second period. Bouchard in behind the Edmonton net. Through the middle to Nugent Hopkins. Get up to center on the left wing to Kane. In over the line. The puck comes in front of the goal. Theodore will get it out to Kolesov. Right wing to Eichel. Eichel drops it back. Theodore walks right in. The shot! Save made by Skinner! And the puck goes over to the left wing, and Kane will get it out. Great chance there for Jay Theodore. Nugent Hopkins into the Vegas zone, but Hyman was in a little early. That's offside against the Oilers. What a great chance there for the Golden Knights.
I mean, Edmonton's in a back pedal, and they're backing in, and Theodore almost sifted that one home, and they almost bagged the rebound. Solid save from Stuart Skinner. Edmonton needs a momentum change here. They've been a little bit... It's funny. Vegas' ears perked up getting those 2 quick goals in 54 seconds. And again, they're doing this without Mark Stone. Arguably the best two-way winger in the National Hockey League.
Pietrangelo inside his own line, up the right wing, off the stick of Smith and in. Bouchard in behind the Edmonton net. Shakes off Olofsson. Across to Wallman, now to McDavid. On the left wing, gains center, shoots it in. Hanifin into the corner with Perry right on him. Carlson to Olofsson. Up the left wing, and breaking that up was Bouchard. Draisaitl across to McDavid with speed in over the Vegas line. Stops on the left wing, top of the circle to the blue line, and it went off the stick of Waugh, and the puck comes out. Hanifin, right wing at his own line to Pietrangelo high in the air. Goes to the right wing corner in the Edmonton end. Bouchard got it behind the net, broken up by Waugh. He'll center that. A backhand save made by Skinner as Hurdle with the chance. And Skinner keeps it out and holds on to it. Vegas getting some opportunities here in the second.
They're totally out. This is the most dominant the Golden Knights have been in this series. And the Oilers Edmonton looks disjointed.
Tied at 2 here in the second period.
One of the things that Vegas is doing is they're relying on Edmonton's plays in the offensive zone when the Oilers have the puck to work the puck back between the hash marks and the blue line, and they're stripping pucks and creating quick turnovers the other way. Edmonton's going to have to dump it down low and grind it out.
Klingberg in behind the Edmonton goal, off the right wing boards to Connor Brown, who will cross ice to Nurse, off the left side and in. Haig along the right wing in his own zone. A hurdle will poke it to the line, but that's kept in. Wall will get a chance. That won't get out either. It goes straight up into the air, right near the blue line. Wall grinds that thing out to center ice. Goes to Pearson on the left wing.
They're winning a lot of puck battles, Cam.
Goes to the end boards. Nurse on the right for Brown. Squeezes it free. Through the middle. Knocked down by Klingberg. In over the line to Frederick on the left wing. Left wing corner to Klingberg and behind the net to Brown. It went past him. Dorothea spins around, then lost the puck. Back to the blue line. Klingberg across the one-time shot. And a save made by Hill as Nurse drilled that on goal. Puck goes to the left wing point. It will come out. Nurse will retreat into his own end. It's a long pass on the right to Arvidsson. In over the Vegas line for Kulak, right side. Goes to the right wing corner. To Arvidsson on the hash marks.
They called it.
And the hook is coming. And the Edmonton Oilers are going on the power play. We've got 8:51 to go in the second period. Oilers on the man advantage when we come back. Tied at 2, the Oilers, the Golden Knights in Game 3 from Rogers Place. It's for Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Today you can score at A&W. Enjoy a juicy grass-fed beef mama burger and fries for only $5. Available in-store or on the A&W mobile app at participating locations in Oil Country. This fantastic deal is available all day today at A&W.
RS Breakers and Controls, Canada's leader in new, used, tested, and obsolete circuit breakers, MCC buckets, bus plugs, and switches. They have everything you need to maintain your aging electrical infrastructure, ensuring it operates as good as new. Their 24/7 emergency response gets you back up and running quickly, saving valuable time and money. Minimal generators or modifications needed, and like-for-like replacements mean no special inspections. Don't replace, repair your legacy equipment with RS. Visit rsbreakers.com.
Our people, our team. It's what business owners almost always say is their most important resource. But strong businesses don't just find great people. They make sure their teams stay healthy, engaged, and performing at their best. A benefits plan from Alberta Blue Cross is more than just drug and dental. They support the whole person with flexible coverage levels that fit the size and circumstance of your business. Find a plan that gets results at ab.bluecross.ca.
Today you can score at A&W. Enjoy a juicy grass-fed beef mama burger and fries for only $5. Available in-store or on the A&W mobile app at participating locations in Oil Country. This fantastic deal is available all day today at A&W.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Barbashev goes to the box for a slash. The Edmonton Oilers go on the power play. Tied at 2, 8:51 to go here in the second period.
McNabb and Corey Perry having an animated conversation. Oilers 1-for-1 with the extra man tonight.
Power play brought to you by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com.
Bevan Mills waves.
Yep.
Dry settle out. Eichel against McDavid.
It's to the right of Aiden Hill. Oilers cashed in on a man advantage situation in the first period. They'll try to do it here in the second. Puck on the left wing point. Bouchard to Nugent Hopkins towards the net. Save made by Hill. Lots of traffic and the puck rimmed up and out of play.
But that's the right answer. They're still having a conversation with Perry all the way back in the O-zone. Give it to him.
Up the right wing, Draisaitl in over the Vegas line. The shot kicked out by Hill and the puck cleared out.
Oh, the Oilers switched it up and got the puck up the ice, and Draisaitl was flying, as is McDavid.
His pass on the left to Nugent Hopkins went just beyond him, and it's Pietrangelo in behind the net, and on the backhand, he'll get it down the ice.
And again, they don't have Stone. He's one of their penalty killers here. So they're using Carlson and Eichel in their first pairing. Up front, got to take advantage of it.
Tied at 2 in the second. 8 minutes remaining in the period. Bouchard to Nugent Hopkins at center. Left wing to McDavid, to Nugent Hopkins to McDavid. He'll bring it in. Right side for Draisaitl. Off the right wing boards to the blue line. Bouchard across to Nugent Hopkins. He'll come down the left. Give it back to Bouchard. Over to the right for McDavid. McDavid waiting with it to Bouchard on the blue line. 45 seconds to go in the man advantage. Now on the right to McDavid, to Bouchard. Left wing to Nugent Hopkins. To Bouchard on the blue line. His shot! And that one goes off a skate over to McDavid. Back to Bouchard on the right wing point. Brings it to the middle of the ice. Left wing, Nugent Hopkins, a shot. That hit a stick. Goes to McDavid. He'll skate across the top. Now drop it to Bouchard. Down the left wing to McDavid. Cross ice pass. Hit a stick. Goes to Draisaitl now on the right wing. To the blue line for Bouchard. Left wing, top of the circle, McDavid. To Bouchard. Bouchard waiting. Shot. That hit somebody in front of the net. Sent to the line. Kept in by Bouchard. Penalty almost over. Right wing to Draisaitl. To the blue line to Bouchard. Bouchard left wing. McDavid in front of the net off a skate. It goes to the side of the goal. Penalty is over. It's on the inboards. McDavid digs it free. Right wing to Draisaitl. Draisaitl towards the net. That one hit Hill right in the mask, and the puck cleared out. Edmonton 1 for 2 on the power play.
Well, they had lots of looks.
Dumped back in. Wrapped up the right side by Hanifin. Got it out. A bouncing puck. Pass by Klingberg. That misses everybody. Hyman's going to get to it, though. Hyman had it just hacked away from him, and Henrique keeps it alive. To the right wing corner to Hyman. He'll go in behind the goal. Hyman over to the right. To the right wing point. Klingberg, his shot, and he fanned on it, and now plays the puck into the corner.
Klingberg's been incredibly lucky at times, even when pucks haven't worked out. Where's the transition here? Got to support.
Pearson with a long backhand goes wide of the Edmonton net, now sent towards the goal, gloved by Skinner. He'll hold on. 5:53 to go in the second period. Oilers and Golden Knights tied at 2 here in Game 3 of this second round series. We'll be right back from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Businesses deserve the best protection against cyber threats. Alltech offers state-of-the-art IT and cybersecurity solutions to safeguard digital assets. The team of experts at Alltech are dedicated to providing the highest level of security, ensuring that data remains safe and operations are seamless. With Alltech, businesses can focus on growth while the rest is handled. From advanced threat detection to comprehensive data security, Alltech has it covered. Choose Alltech for reliable and effective cybersecurity. Visit alt-tech.ca now to learn more.
Proudly headquartered in oil country, Capital Power is delivering reliable and affordable power today while building clean power systems for tomorrow, creating the balanced energy solutions communities across Alberta and North America can depend on. Visit capitalpower.com to learn how they are powering change by changing power. Be part of their energy and join Capital Power as we all cheer on our Edmonton Oilers on their quest to win it all.
Do your tires feel like hockey pucks on the road? Perhaps it's time for a new set of Atturo tires. No matter what you drive, Atturo has the right fit for you, including the all-new Trail Blade HT and AZ810, premium all-weather tires for your pickup, car, SUV, or crossover. You can rest assured that Atturo tires will get you through all 4 seasons. Available at Action Car and Truck, Point S, and tire shops everywhere. Find a dealer near you at atturo.com.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Tied at 2. Oilers and Golden Knights, 5:53 to go in the second period here at Game 3. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year.
And again, Mark Stone, basically since this time of the first period, has not had a shift. So he's been out for the last 20 minutes of real time in the game.
Face off to the right of Skinner. Emberson on the right wing boards. Around to the blue line where it is kept in. Now it gets caught up in some skates. Emberson battles for it. Brown in there too for Edmonton. Goes to the left wing point. Hannafin on the left side, down to the middle of the ice, then batted out of the air by Hurdle. Sent to the line. Pietrangelo had to go off his skate. In the high slot, Dorofeev had it only for a moment. It comes out.
This line hasn't had a lot of juice the last 2 games for Edmonton. Henrique along with Frederick.
Puck back to the blue line. Pietrangelo winds up, doesn't shoot, waits. Into the middle to Olsen, the shot, save, rebound. Oh, the save by Skinner on the wraparound, and the puck on the right wing. Olofsson to the left wing point. Hannafin fakes the shot. Couple of great saves made by Stuart Skinner, and Kulak will flip it out to center ice.
Guys, they got to get a change here, this line.
Skinner keeping this game tied at 2, under 5 to go in the second period. Pietrangelo up the right wing. He'll shoot it in. Skinner will stop it behind the net. Rimmed by Wallman. Goes high in the air, and they're saying that's offside?
Yeah.
Okay. Victor Arvidsson is looking for an explanation. I guess it was. I'll have to take his word for it. 4:38 in the second, tied at 2.
Their D have made some plays in this game and created some looks, and Stuart Skinner, after giving up 2 in 54 seconds, said made some good stops.
Desperation on that wraparound.
Got to fight when you're a goalie.
Yep. And he did. Got back there, made a big save. Face off to the left of Skinner.
Draisaitl against Eichel here.
Gets to the corner, Wallman off the glass and out into the skates of Theodore. Now to Eichel, into his own end for McNabb. It's going to go all the way back. Off the left wing to Wall. At center ice, he'll shoot it in. Wallman. Puck to the right, but it goes off a Wall. Wall gets knocked down. Arvidsson to the middle of Janmark. Janmark got it to the blue line. That doesn't get out, though. Now Janmark, this time, got it out to center ice to Draisaitl. In over the Vegas line, goes to the right wing corner, stops. His pass to the middle, picked off by Waugh.
Can't pass backwards against this team, even if you're Leon.
Waugh into the Edmonton zone to Barbashev. To Waugh. Cross ice, Pietrangelo had to go over his stick and come out. Pietrangelo will shoot it in. Waugh left wing corner. Now on the right to Carlson. Carlson behind the net to to Smith. He'll come out and shoot it, and it's blocked. It goes to the right wing point. Pietrangelo to Smith. He'll blast a shot. Blocked by Draisaitl. Kept in by Carlson, though. Down low to Pearson. He's in behind the Edmonton net. Now to Pietrangelo. A shot, and that went off a skate. Puck on the left wing. In behind the net. Smith to the blue line. Hannafin over to Pietrangelo. Right wing, Pearson, or make that Carlson across the top of the circle. Pietrangelo in front, looking for a redirect. Hits the corner boards and comes out.
Oilers need a complete change here. Look out.
Olofsson right back in down the right wing to the middle. The shot scores.
Terrible line change, but the Oilers got caught.
Carlson with the give and go makes it 3-2 for the Golden Knights.
Well, Vegas is... They've been by far the superior team here since Edmonton made it 2-0. And you got to give them credit. They are playing desperate hockey, and so they should be. They're down 2-0 in the series. And Carlson shot that one right through the Oilers' Stuart Skinner. But you can only do so much. And the Edmonton Oilers are going to have to dig in a bit here, Cam. They're going to need to get going.
It's Carlson's third of the playoffs, 17:05 of this second period.
Wallman was desperate to get off the ice, and that created, as a D-man, the long change created the 3-on-2.
Oilers go offside at the Vegas blue line. First lead of the night for the Golden Knights.
And badly outshot in this, the shots are 16-11 here for Vegas. 7-5 in this period after 9-6 in the first.
All right, McDavid taking the draw. Nope, he's out of there. It'll be Nugent Hopkins. Comes across to Kulak. He'll wind up, hammer the puck in. Nugent-Hopkins on the right wing to the blue line. Bouchard to Kulak. Kulak in front of the net. And that goes just wide, looking for a redirection. The puck in the right wing corner. Nugent-Hopkins up against the boards with Kolasar. It's in their skates. Jams back to the right wing point. Bouchard, right wing to McDavid. On the left wing to Kulak towards the net. It hit a body, goes into the slot. Kolasar up to the blue line, kept in for a moment, bringing it out to center was Howden. Now to Eichel, in over the line to Howden in front of the goal, won't get a shot. And the puck in the corner of the Edmonton zone. 3-2. Golden Knights lead. 2 minutes to go here in the second period. McDavid at center to Nugent-Hopkins. In over the line. Left wing to Hyman. Hyman trying to cut towards the net. A shot and a save made by Hill. And Hill lost his mask. And there's going to be a goalie interference call against Zach Hyman.
A little bit inconsistent with those goalie interference calls. Edmonton finally got a little bit of a push, and this is now a huge kill.
Penalty number 18, 2 minutes, goaltender interference.
So Hyman to the box. Just the second power play of the game for the Golden Knights.
That is a terrible call. Well, this could be the game tonight. Edmonton's got to get a kill here. But this game's been played on Vegas's terms, Cam, since the Oilers made it 2-0.
Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Face off to the right of Skinner, goes in front of the net. Olofsson chopped it to the corner, goes behind the goal. Kulak has it there for the Oilers on the backhand, high in the air and down the ice.
Remember, long change for the D in this period.
Theodore coming out of his own end, gave it to Eichel. Eichel to center. Hockey into the Edmonton zone. Olofsson was in behind the net. Nurse was there, and he hammers it all the way down.
He's got to go now.
Theodore out from behind the goal. Minute 18 to go in the second. 3-2. Golden Knights lead. Eichel in over the Edmonton line. To Waugh to the right wing point. Theodore on the left side for Hertl. Left wing corner. Eichel's pass hits a stick. Comes free to Brown. Janmark will join him. Brown in over the line to Janmark. Couldn't get it back to Brown. Now Waugh's pass. He was looking for Eichel off the stick of Wallman. We're into the last minute of the second period. Good job by Bouchard to get a loose puck up the right wing, but he hit Eichel with it, and it stays in. Eichel on the left wing. Lost the puck to McDavid, and now McDavid's going to gather speed. He's right through the middle. He's in over the line, forced over to the left side. And he'll dump the puck in behind the net. Smith to Theodore. 28 seconds to go in the second period. Edmonton down by 1. Shot in by Theodore. Goes off the right wing. Carlson along the boards to the blue line and given away. It's McDavid down the left side. McDavid waiting, pulls it, spins around, pass across, just broken up by Pietrangelo before it could get to Podkolzin. Puck comes out to center and drilled to the net, and the save made by Hill at the end of the period. Oilers will be short-handed just for 6 seconds to start off the third period, but the only goal in that second period, it was William Karlsson from Hanifin and Pietrangelo at 17:05, and Vegas has the lead through 40 minutes of play.
Well, sometimes you just got to tip your hat to the opposition, Cam, and that's what we're going to do tonight, because the Oilers got up 2-0, and then 2 goals in a span of 54 seconds. Draisaitl turning the puck over the neutral ice and led to a quick up for Vegas transition 2-on-1. They didn't score in the initial surge, but got a second chance opportunity. Nicola Waugh banged it home. That made it 2-1. Then Jack Eichel feathered a pass through the middle to Riley Smith, and he split the Oilers' 2 forwards that were back in D support. That was Arvidsson and Podkolzin, 2-2 game. And then the Oilers long change in this period, and Jake Wallman went for a change, and they got the puck. Pietrangelo to Hanifin to Karlsson, and he ripped one past the Oilers' Stuart Skinner. Vegas leads 3-2. Now, how many games in a row has Edmonton won when trailing?
Well, 6.
They got to play a lot better than what we saw in the second if they want to give themselves a puncher's chance to try to win this game. But Vegas had a very good period, and the Oilers couldn't capitalize on the power play. Good hockey game. It's there for both teams.
3-2, Vegas leading the Edmonton Oilers through 40 minutes here in Game 3 of this second round series. Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown, they're standing by. They got the second intermission for you when we come back. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Loyal to the oil, in Edmonton we trust. Rising to the top like a pizza crust. Got the flavors to play, yeah. Cooking on ice. Hunger happens, gotta score a slice. Let's go Oilers, E-Town unite. Ice District to Jasper, downtown to White. Wearing orange and blue, game on the street. Make the right call, Pizza 73. Let's go Oilers. 737373, Pizza 73.
Stay connected with your community and enjoy the latest updates and exclusive access to concerts and events by becoming an 880 CHED Insider. Don't miss out on a single moment. Sign up now at 880ched.com and click on CHED Insider Newsletter to become a vital part of Edmonton's premier news and talk community. 880 CHED, Edmonton's news, today's talk, where Edmonton stays informed and entertained today and every day. At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Pietrangelo winds up, doesn't shoot, waits into the middle to Olsen. The shot, save, rebound. Oh, the save by Skinner on the wraparound, and the puck on the right wing. Olsen to the left wing point. Hanifin fakes the shot. Couple of great saves made by Stuart Skinner, and Kulak will flip it out to center ice.
And that's our Highlight Zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations in Edmonton, in St. Albert, and right next door to the Edmonton International Airport, too. Welcome to the Winter Zone. Welcome to the second intermission. Bryn Griffiths and Rob Brown with you at Rogers Place. After 40 minutes of play, Vegas, the only team to tally in that period. They now lead the Oilers after 2 periods of play, 3-2. It's amazing how this game turned on 54 seconds in that first period, Rob.
It did. The Oilers got out to a lead. They got the start they wanted. But since then, Vegas, as Bob said, Vegas has been the better of the teams. The Oilers only have 13 shots through 2 periods. That includes a couple of power plays. Vegas has just been a desperation in their game. They've been physical. They've gotten pucks to the net. They've been very good defensively. And the Oilers have had a hard time getting anything through to Adin Hill. We don't know what kind of game Adin Hill has tonight, because since the second goal went in for the Edmonton Oilers, they really haven't tested him. The best chances that the Oilers had were the last 30 seconds of the period, where they got a couple odd man breaks on their shorthanded situation, but neither time with Connor McDavid with the puck on a stick did the Oilers get a shot on net. So this has not been, the last 30 minutes the Oilers played has not been as good as they've needed to be. Having said this is a situation that they've been in very, very often in this playoffs, down a goal going into the third period.
Bob mentioned it on numerous occasions, but Vegas, they're making a great pass out of their own zone, and they're flying. It's 3-on-2, it seems like, all night.
Well, they're getting the puck out quickly. They're not getting a whole lot of odd man breaks, but they're not spending any time in their zone, and that's key. When the Oilers were having success against Vegas, especially in Game 1, they just created turnover after turnover, and we saw it in one shift right after the power play that the Oilers had.
Yeah.
Vegas struggled to get the puck out, and when they got it out, they weren't able to change their defenseman, and they were gassed. And the Oilers kept the play in the offensive zone. They never got the one look that they wanted, but they did get some zone time. But that was the only time in the entire period that the Oilers had any zone time. And a lot of it, as you said, the Oilers have not got a forecheck going, because Vegas has done a good job, of getting back to get the puck quickly, and then one pass and out. And if you are keeping the puck out of your own zone, you're going to find success. In the Game 1, where the Oilers had the zone pressure, we saw a lot of pucks that were beating Adin Hill, and if you spend time in your own zone, eventually a bad one slips through the goaltender. Tonight, they haven't had any real opportunities to put a bad one past Adin Hill, because they haven't had any opportunities.
What about the 50-50 battles tonight?
I mean, the shots are 16-13, so it's not as though Vegas is running away with it. But in that second period, I think, well, in all honesty, throughout this entire game, this is the type of game Vegas wants to play.
Right.
They want to play low event hockey, limit the chances from the Oilers' best players, and just play, a game with very little time and space. When Vegas got into trouble was on their own power play late in the period, where they pushed a little bit and threw the puck away, and that gave the Oilers a couple of opportunities. But neither team's getting a whole lot of chances. The best save of the period was by Stuart Skinner on a wonderful save, diving across to take away a wraparound from Thomas Hertl. Hertl did exactly what he wanted to do. Skinner was just able to get across and make the save, and that was huge for the Edmonton Oilers. That kept it just a one-goal game.
Hey, let's talk about the effort that Vegas is putting forward to try to shut down both 29 and 97.
Well, you know that they're doing a pretty good job, because for the second game in a row, Chris Knobloch has split up Connor and Leon.
Yeah.
Normally when Connor and Leon are together, they're controlling play and creating numerous scoring chances. They haven't been able to do that. And now you've seen Chris Knobloch go to two different lines, and the one line, just before the goal by Carlson, they had Leon's line hemmed in for a good 35-40 seconds, so much that when the puck came out, the Oilers made a bad line change because they were so tired. They tried getting to the bench. Good play by the Vegas Golden Knights defenseman, recognizing that, getting it up, and Vegas got an odd man rush because Wollman and Leon, and I can't remember who the right winger was at that point, all changed. And you can't do that against a team that transitions the puck well. Vegas does. And the best, I would say the second best scoring chance. Hertl was the best. Second best scoring chance of the entire period was just on a shift where the Vegas Golden Knights hemmed in the Leon Draisaitl line, and then because of the line change, were able to get an odd-man break. And in a game where there's not a whole lot of chances, that comes up huge as Carlson makes the Oilers pay for the bad line change.
Shots on goal in the second period, 7 apiece. It is Vegas outshooting the Oilers 16-13. For the most part, Vegas has done a pretty good job of keeping everything to the outside.
Well, that's how Vegas plays. They are a big team, got big defensemen. They try to clog up the middle. We saw this 2 years ago in the playoffs. The Oilers had an incredible amount of offensive zone time, but pucks weren't getting through to the net because Vegas does such a good job blocking it. The one thing that we will have to watch through the rest of this game, and who knows, possibly the series, one of the best two-way players in the National Hockey League, Mark Stone, did not come out for the second period. I don't know if it was a skate or a hit to the head, but something happened when he was on the ice with Corey Perry, and Stone didn't finish the first period, didn't come out for the second period. That is a huge blow. That is the best two-way player that Vegas has. He's somebody that plays as much as he can against Connor and/or Leon. He's on their first power play. He's on their first penalty-killing unit. And Vegas played that whole second period without him. They did well without him, but that is a huge loss for Vegas going forward.
How do the Oilers change the momentum now here in the third period based on what we saw in the second?
Well, they got to get back to forechecking. And getting back to forechecking is putting the puck in a position that you can have a 50-50 battle.
Right.
You don't just come across the red line and throw it in because Aiden Hill can stop it and then he makes a play and the defense get it out. You have to do high dumps into corners and find a winger that is going, that is flying down the zone or out the zone, and put it in his area so that he can race a defenseman for it. When you have a 50-50 battle, even if Vegas wins the race to it, they don't have time and space to make that play. So the Oilers got to do a much better job of dumping the puck in to allow them to get in on a forecheck. The Oilers had no forecheck in the middle 20 minutes.
Okay, Rob, thanks. We'll talk to you whenever the next break is, okay? At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
The same AI-powered technology that helps Oilers fans move through security efficiently at Rogers Place is also available for Edmonton area schools, hospitals, and workplaces. Evolve Technology, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers and official security screening partner of Rogers Place, helps identify potential threats and create safe experiences at hockey games and wherever people gather. Visit Rogers Place to experience Evolve live or check out evolve.com for more information. That's EVOLV.com.
Did you hear what happened to Rick while he was building his fence?
Yeah, he hit a natural gas line. They had to evacuate his entire neighborhood at dinner time, too. I bet he didn't make any new friends that day.
It cost him a ton to get the line repaired. I wonder why he didn't get his underground utilities marked.
Don't be that person. If you're digging on your property, request a locate for natural gas lines. It's free and can prevent serious injury or financial loss. And you won't upset the neighbors. Visit clickbeforeyoudig.com. A safety message brought to you by ATCO.
Did you know the RCMP polices over 99% of Alberta's landscape? From the oil sands to the Rockies to the prairies, the RCMP has a province covered. Providing policing services to more than 1,700 communities and with over 150 career specializations, the Alberta RCMP has something to fit everyone's goals and lifestyles. Visit rcmpcareers.ca and take the next step towards your career with the Alberta RCMP. A message from the Government of Canada.
With Global News, I'm Thomas Dias. Mark Carney's minority federal government is now only 2 seats shy of a majority, in a shining example that every vote counts. An official with Elections Canada says the seat for a Quebec riding has flipped from the Bloc to the Liberals by a single vote after a judicial recount was completed. The Liberals now have 170 seats in the House of Commons. Elections Canada had said the difference was 44 votes in favor of the Bloc following an earlier count. This with 3 more judicial recounts being conducted for 2 ridings in Ontario and 1 in Newfoundland and Labrador. And the federal government expects to spend about $7 million this fiscal year to store and maintain 4 custom-made portable hospitals that cost taxpayers more than $200 million to buy. The mobile health units were acquired early on in the pandemic in a rush to respond to a global health crisis. They're deployable field hospitals designed to deal with acute respiratory illness cases and were meant to backstop overflowing hospitals. News on demand at 880ched.com.
Rogers is Canada's largest and most reliable 5G network. We're made for Oilers fans. You can stream Leon's scoring in Leduc. Watch Tide tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stewart steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, proud partner and fan of your Edmonton Oilers.
Steelhaus Triton, 2 legendary oilfield services brands, 1 powerful partnership. Rooted in innovation, reliability, and a steadfast commitment to excellence, Steelhaus is proudly 100% Canadian-owned and locally manufactured. With over 15 field service locations across the prairies and up to the Rockies, they deliver world-class energy solutions with unmatched responsiveness, helping their customers thrive in the most demanding environments. Steelhaus Triton, engineered for performance, built in Canada. Visit steelhausinc.com for more information.
End of the Row Flooring Centers is not only Canadian owned and operated, but we've been your go-to flooring center since 1986. The reason is simple. We make your flooring project easier. Rather than a tiny sample, upload a photo of your room at endoftheroll.com and instantly see what your dream flooring looks like in your house. Thousands of styles just clicks away. End of the Roll Flooring Centers. We've been flooring Canadians for 4 decades. Visit endoftheroll.com.
12870 St. Albert Trail and now open at 580 Parsons Road Southwest.
At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Bryn Griffiths back at Rogers Place after 40 minutes of play. It is Vegas 3, Edmonton 2. Let's take a look at your out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Just one other game in the NHL tonight. It was earlier this afternoon, actually. It was Washington on the road in Carolina to play the Hurricanes. And the home team come away with the victory 4-0 over the Caps. Freddie Anderson with 21 saves to post the shutout. Andrei Svechnikov had 1 goal, and Jack Roslovic had 1 goal and 1 assist, and that means that the Canes now lead that series 2-1. World Hockey Championship in Stockholm, Sweden today. Canada with a 4-0 victory over Slovenia. Bo Horvat with a pair of goals in that game. Nathan McKinnon with 1, Noah Dobson with the other. Canada plays Latvia tomorrow morning at 8:20 Edmonton time. And we obviously follow the Edmonton Oil Kings, so we're following the Western Hockey League Championship Series. Game 1 played last night in Medicine Hat, and the hometown Tigers with a 4-1 victory. So the Tigers lead the best of 7, 1-0. Game 2 goes tomorrow in the Hat. That's your out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. The third period is on the way at the intermission, brought to you by End-of-the-Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Get ready to live sky high. Sky Signature Suites offers remarkable units for rent featuring sophisticated floor plans, designer finishes, and breathtaking views. Experience resort-like amenities including a full-time concierge, yoga and fitness studios, golf simulator, plus indoor and outdoor lounges for you to live your best life. Visit SkySignatureSuites.com and make your home high above the ordinary.
Do your tires feel like hockey pucks on the road? Perhaps it's time for a new set of Atturo tires. No matter what you drive, Atturo has the right fit for you, including the all-new Trailblade HT and AZ810, premium all-weather tires for your pickup, car, SUV, or crossover. You can rest assured that Atturo tires will get you through all 4 seasons. Available at Action Car and Truck, Point S, and tire shops everywhere. Find a dealer near you at atturo.com.
Athletes know that to advance your career, you've got to be part of a winning team. So, what about you? Are you working for a winning team? Well, here's your chance to do just that. Brandt is a strong and stable industry leader with career opportunities across Canada. We have hundreds of positions available right now, from parts, sales, positioning technology, heavy-duty mechanics, and more. Be a part of a winning team. Earn your stripes by joining Brandt today. Find out more at BrandtJobs.com.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Oilers and Golden Knights getting ready for period number 3 here of Game 3. 3-2. Golden Knights lead the Edmonton Oilers. Now the Oilers, when trailing after 40 minutes, they're 3-2 in these playoffs.
During the 6-game winning streak, they've outscored the opposition 15-3. And they got a 16% shooting percentage. So I would say get 18 shots. Might get a couple goals.
Okay.
I would suggest you'd get 3 if you got 18, but you get 12 shots, you get 2.
Oilers have to kill off 6 seconds.
We are seeing a shift of lines here too, by the way. Draisaitl and McDavid are being split up. McDavid's going to start this period of Nugent Hopkins, and Hyman's going to come on in 6 seconds time.
Yeah. All right, underway here in the third. Puck goes to Nurse. We'll send it all the way down the ice. Penalty is over. Hyman's out there. Vegas 0 for 2 on the power play, but they're up by 1 here in the third period. Puck goes off of Howden into the Edmonton zone. Stuart Skinner will have to play it. Rims it. Hits Barbashev. Barbashev trying to go to the middle, but poked off his stick, and it's McDavid to center ice. Just got it to the Vegas line. Howden back out with it. Puck goes to Nugent Hopkins. He's just inside the Edmonton zone. Up the right wing to Hyman, now to McDavid. Off the boards and in. It'll go in behind the Vegas net. To the right wing near the top of the circle. Barbashev through the middle of the ice to Eichel.
They've done a great job in terms of getting the puck up the ice. In Edmonton, the one thing they couldn't do is turn pucks over to fuel the transition. They've had 15 turnovers through this first 40 minutes of this game.
Kulak out through center, hit Kane in the skate with it. It goes deep into the Vegas zone. Pietrangelo on the right wing to Karlsson, out to center ice to Olofsson. He takes a solid hit at center ice from Wallman. Bouchard rimming the puck, but Hannafin kept it in. Wallman on the left wing to Kane. Kane will get it to the blue line, and it will not get out, but following it up is Wallman. Left wing for Draisaitl, missed him. Hannafin out of his own end will get it out. It's going to go all the way down. It'll be icing against the Golden Knights. We're a minute 35 into the third. 3-2 Vegas leads.
Well, Edmonton had a lot of things go well in terms of their depth scoring here through the final 2 games against LA and the opening game against Vegas. And things kind of sawed off in game number 2 in Vegas. They could use some productivity tonight. Get the equalizer.
Hanifin to Olofsson up the left wing for the Golden Knights to center, but then Klingberg took him to the boards. Olofsson's able to shoot it in. Nurse goes in behind the Edmonton net. Nurse out through the middle of the ice. At center ice, snaps the puck in. To the left side, Henrique put it in behind the net. Hanifin, or make that Haig there for the Golden Knights up the right wing. The puck to Hurdle, now to Pearson, to Dorofeev. Will take a shot. That one's blocked. And left wing corner, Pearson. Right in behind the goal. Hurdle with a couple of moves to Pearson. Got it in front of the net. It goes all the way to the blue line. It's kept in. Whitecloud left side to Pearson. He'll get across ice. Give the puck to Dorofeev. Dorofeev will shoot it. Save made by Skinner as he squeezed up against the post. And the puck in the corner inside the Edmonton zone. Dorofeev to Pearson. Now out to Hurdle. The shot. The pad save made by Skinner.
This line's having some problems tonight.
Brown to center, and he's able to dump it in. Oilers down by 1 here in the third period. And the puck deep in the Vegas zone. Bouchard will step in from the right wing point to the net. A shot, and a save made by Hill. Hit him in the left shoulder.
Good read by Bouchard, but a one and done for Edmonton.
Janmark in on the forecheck. Janmark playing in his 100th Stanley Cup playoff game. And the puck does come out, and it's Colasar to center ice. Into the Edmonton end along the right wing boards. Colasar to the corner. Giving it to Howden, now to Colasar. He lost it. And Arvidsson will get it out. Arvidsson across to Podkolzin. Off the boards. It goes around to Arvidsson on the right wing. Arvidsson had it go right to Colasar. He will get it out to center ice. Barbashev will dump it in on the backhand.
Yeah, we're definitely Nugent Hopkins, Hyman, and McDavid. Give him the puck.
Klingberg up the right wing. Through the middle, that just missed McDavid. They'll call that icing. Crowd doesn't agree. Neither does Connor McDavid.
I think we're going to have a face-off at center.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. They made a mistake.
The Oilers with just one.
3 minutes and 44 seconds gone here in the third. 3-2 Golden Knights lead. Carlson the go-ahead goal in the second period for Vegas.
The hungrier team has been the better team tonight.
Shot into the Vegas zone. Hanifin left wing corner. Around the boards to Smith. Smith at center ice. Into the Edmonton end to the left wing corner. Play it in behind the net. Wallman. Klingberg up the left wing to center ice for Nugent Hopkins, and he'll dump the puck into the Vegas zone. To McDavid, left wing corner. To Hyman around the boards to the right wing point. Well, Kulak kept it in, gave it to Hyman in behind the goal. Sweeps it back to the left wing. Nurse had it hop over his stick, and the Golden Knights will get it out, and it's Eichel into the Oiler end. Cuts across the top of the circles. Brings it back to the left wing point. A shot, and that one blocked. It's along the boards inside the Edmonton end near the top of the circles. Keegan Colasar will get it there for the Golden Knights. His pass across off the stick of Perry and out.
A little nervous about this line with Kane, Perry, and Draisaitl. See how they do defensively.
It's in behind the Edmonton goal. Bouchard to the corner, but Carlson breaking it up behind the net to Olofsson. Goes over to the left wing for the Golden Knights. A backhand off a stick. Carlson has it now on the left side, top of the circle. Carlson gets it to his forehand. Over to Olofsson. Got a weak shot away. Didn't get it through. Puck along the boards. Colasar to Carlson. Now into the slot to McNabb. Across the shot by Theodore. Misses the Edmonton net. Colasar on the left wing. He's in the left wing corner. Makes a move to get out of the corner. He got to the middle, but it's hacked away from him, and Kane gets to center ice for Edmonton, but only center. Carlson back into his own end for the Golden Knights. The Theodore will get it out.
They're going to need more speed on that line, Cam.
The right wing to Draisaitl off the boards and in. Goes to the line, hit Brown. Goes to the right wing corner. Dorofeev is able to clear it out. Klingberg waits for everybody to get on side. Comes in over the line. Right wing to Brown. Towards the net. That one off of Haig. Goes to the left wing corner. Frederick around on the right wing for Brown to the blue line. Wallman pulls it off the right wing boards. A shot. And that one hit Haig up high. And it goes into the left wing corner. In behind the net to Brown. Brown got it in front of the goal. Just off the stick of Henrique. Haig will get it out to center ice. Wallman just missing Henrique through the middle, and that'll be icing against Edmonton. 6:19 gone here in the third. 3-2 Golden Knights lead.
This is a clinic right now for Vegas. Edmonton's only got 14 shots on goal at home. When it was 2-0 Oilers, they had 4 shots on. I think they actually had 5. The other game credit for 4. It was 11 minutes into the game. The Oilers have had 10 shots on goal in the last 40 minutes of this game, roughly.
Face off in the Edmonton end to the left of Stuart Skinner. Puck goes to Jake Wallman, left wing corner. Across to John Klingberg. Out through center ice, glances off the Vegas stick right down to Aiden Hill. He'll clear it out of the zone. McDavid at center ice to Nugent Hopkins. Shoots the puck in. Goes over to the right wing, to the top of the circle, to the line. Nugent Hopkins kept it in towards the net. It goes off of Pietrangelo. Hanifin up in the air and out with it.
They're just hoisting it and getting it out. This is...
Nurse's pass off of Vegas stick all the way down the ice. Pietrangelo around the boards to Eichel. Directs it out.
But they're thinking quick, and the Oilers aren't being able to generate anything.
McDavid, center ice to Nurse, to Nugent Hopkins. His pass got blocked. Bouchard to McDavid. He'll come in over on the left wing. A shot, glove save made by Hill. And he's going to hold on, and we're going to take a break. 7 minutes, 14 seconds gone here in the third period. 3-2. Golden Knights lead the Oilers in Game 3. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Get paid to stay with Edmonton's best hotels. Book through edmontonsbesthotels.com and receive up to $225 in gas, meal, or cash cards. There's over 52 hotels to choose from. Edmonton's best hotels. Get paid to stay.
All right, give me something big.
The Ford It's a Big Deal event is on.
Bigger.
Get a big truck and an even bigger deal.
Love it. Now the details.
Right now, lease a 2025 F-150 STX with the Black Appearance Package from $220 bi-weekly at 0% APR for 24 months with $43.75 down. That's like $110 weekly.
Now bring it home.
Plus, there's a $750 bonus for eligible Ford owners. Hurry into your Alberta Ford store. Visit Ford.ca today.
Hockey season is back. And so are the deals at Boston Pizza. Cheer on your team while ordering off their game day menu, or come in and see what great promotions they have going on. At Boston Pizza, they always have something craveable for you to enjoy. Boston Pizza, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Cheers to a great hockey season.
Get paid to stay with Edmonton's best hotels. Book through edmontonsbesthotels.com and receive up to $225 in gas, meal, or cash cards. There's over 52 hotels to choose from. Edmonton's best hotels. Get paid to stay.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer, we're here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. 3-2, Golden Knights lead, 7 minutes, 14 seconds into this third period. Oilers lead the series 2-0. Vegas playing with the desperation that we expected.
Yep. And Edmonton just simply has been unable to get enough pucks on Hill. I don't know if he's locked in. He was good on the last penalty kill. But the Golden Knights have done a terrific job in front of him tonight.
Hannafin up the left wing out of his own end to Howden.
And I don't think you can say Edmonton's played particularly well in front of Stuart Skinner.
Kulak tight, turns it up the middle, gets the puck to McDavid. He's in over the Vegas line. Has it on the right wing. Now to Nugent Hopkins. Turns into the right wing corner. Up against the boards, behind the net to Hyman, to the left wing point. Kulak will shoot it. Tip just wide of the net. And the puck on the left side. Into the corner, Pietrangelo. Behind the net to Hannafin and cleared out by Howden. Nugent Hopkins to Bouchard. Right wing. Right wing boards to Kulak. Push it in behind the Vegas net. Hannafin finds Carlson into the middle of Howden. Got it out.
Again, Edmonton stuck on 15 shots here, Cam. We thought they'd need at least.
Gets turned over. Kane was hacked away from him. The puck at the blue line of the Golden Knights.
I think they're going to have to put McDavid back with Draisaitl. Let Nugent Hopkins center this line.
It's dumped all the way down. Skinner's got to play it. Has it. Finds Nurse. He'll go cross ice to Klingberg. Now through the middle, too far for Draisaitl. Into the Vegas zone. Draisaitl in behind the goal. McNabb's in there. He takes a hit from Kane. Puck goes to Carlson on the right wing, and he will get it out.
That's a 3-on-2.
Puck dumped in by Olofsson. They were at the end of their shift.
Yeah.
It's in behind the Edmonton net. Klingberg to the right wing. Oilers down by 1 here in the third period of Game 3. Perry will flip the puck into the Vegas zone. It's cleared out. Center ice, Wallman comes across the Edmonton blue line.
2 shots on goal in this period, Cam. It's not going to cut it.
Wallman in his own zone. Down to Bouchard. On the left wing. Podkolzin through the middle. Broken up by Dorofeev. Give it to Hurdle. Into the Oiler end. Left wing top of the circle. To Hagen's shot. Hit the stick of Podkolzin. It goes out of play. 10:37 to go in the third. 3-2. Golden Knights lead.
I think you have to go back to Leon and Connor together here. You have that tandem. I know they haven't had an 8 game so far. Oh, just missed on a deflection.
Yep. Face-off will be to the right of Stuart Skinner.
And I'd be inclined to cut to 9 forwards. And I know it's a war of attrition and all that, and you're up 2-0 in the series. You got a chance to grab a stranglehold here. You got to get a goal to tie this game.
Dropped it once, wasn't right. Do it again. Game 4, Monday night here at Rogers Place. Henrique taking this draw against Brett Howden.
Got to give them credit. They don't have Stone. They played great.
Pietrangelo, shot from the right point off of Frederick. Pearson goes to the right wing corner for Vegas. To Howden, now to Pearson. He's on the right side. He'll turn, he'll shoot it, and it's blocked by Kulak. He'll get it to the blue line, but Pearson keeps it in. To Kolasar to the left wing point for Hannafin, and Hannafin will play the puck low. Kulak takes a hit from Howden. Puck goes to the middle of the ice, and it's Nurse for Edmonton out through the middle, up the right wing to Brown. Brown will dump the puck into the Vegas zone. Hill out of his net for Hannafin, rimming it, won't get out. It's kept in by Henrique. Puck to the corner. This time Hannafin to Kolasar will get it out. Shot back to the blue line of the Golden Knights. Pietrangelo for Keegan Kolasar. Kolasar will shoot it in. On the end boards, Bouchard.
Well, Chris Knobloch doesn't agree with me on the lines.
Staying the same as Kulak will get that through the neutral zone. Barbashev will bring it into the Edmonton end, to the middle to Eichel. Comes down the left wing into the corner. To the left wing point, skips off the stick of McNabb and out. Hyman's going to fly after it, but Theodore recovering to clear the puck to center ice. Bouchard to Nugent Hopkins into the Vegas end. A shot that goes off a skate. Puck to the left wing boards, Dorofeev. To center ice, to Eichel, shoot it in the rest of the way.
Again, 2 shots on goal here in the third for Edmonton.
We've got 9 minutes to go in this third period.
And they're sitting back in a 1-2-2, and it's working.
Now to Draisaitl, gets through center, into the Vegas end on the left wing, up against the boards, puck cleared out by Smith.
Their puck support has been fantastic, Vegas's.
Klingberg inside his own line. Colson across to Klingberg. Left wing to Draisaitl. Now to Arvidsson. To the front. He won't get a shot. Puck to the right wing. Klingberg into the corner to Colson. Oilers down by 1 here in the third period. 8.5 to go. Top of the circle. It is cleared out by Olofsson.
And there's Chris Knobloch putting Arvidsson and Colson with Leon.
Klingberg. Pass on the left goes off his stick. Pearson will bring it in. He's down the right wing. He'll get it across. Oh, what a save! Made by Stuart Skinner. He robbed Waugh. He got the pass from Pearson, and Skinner keeps the Oilers to within 1. We'll take a break. 8:12 to go in the third. 3-2. Golden Knights lead the Oilers here in Game 3. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At Fountain Tire, our focus is taking care of your vehicle. Your focus? Saving up to 25% off select tires. Plus, getting up to a $120 mail-in rebate on a set of 4 select tires until April 26th. So we both win. Fountain Tire. We're on this road together.
Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Loyal to the oil, in Edmonton we trust. Rising to the top like a pizza crust. Got the flavors to play, yeah. Cooking on ice. Hunger happens, gotta score a slice. Let's go Oilers, E-Town unite. Ice District to Jasper, downtown to White. Wearing orange and blue, game on the stream. Make the right call, Pizza 73. Let's go Oilers.
737373, Pizza 73. When was the last time your electricity and natural gas provider made you feel like this? Low rates, no strings attached, year-round perks, and local energy experts who always have your back with Encore by Epcor. Find that carefree energy feeling at encore.epcor.com/carefree.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
At Fountain Tire, our focus is taking care of your vehicle. Your focus? Saving up to 25% off select tires. Plus, getting up to a $120 mail-in rebate on a set of 4 select tires until April 26th. So we both win. Fountain Tire. We're on this road together.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
No.
8:12 to go here in the third. 3-2. Golden Knights lead the Edmonton Oilers in Game 3. Oilers lead the series 2-0. And the Golden Knights have done an incredible job of not giving up much here in the third period. Face off to the right of Skinner. Puck behind the net. Kulak got it around the boards. It doesn't get out. Kulak gets another chance, but he lost it. And the shot and the save made by Skinner. What a chance there for Hurdle. Puck in the left wing corner. Waugh goes in behind the net. Waugh to the right wing corner. To the left side now. To the left wing point for Hanifin. He'll rim it behind the net. Pearson off his stick. Hurdle poked it on goal. Saved by Skinner. And he covers that up. With 7:45 to go in the third, Golden Knights are up 3-2. They had a great chance right before the break and a great chance right after the break. Skinner's kept it to within 1.
The Oilers' puck maintenance has been an unmitigated disaster tonight. I mean, they're just too many giveaways. I got them at 17 in this game.
Face off to the left of Skinner.
And they're going to load up McDavid now with Draisaitl. Hyman. Need a response here. 2 shots on goal in the first 12 minutes.
Eichel on the right wing. Down low to Barbashev. He's in the corner. We'll get it out to Eichel. That goes off the stick of McDavid. Wallman on the left wing to Draisaitl. And he'll come through center ice. Across to Bouchard in over the line. On the right, through the middle, and it does not connect with Hyman, and Eichel will bring it out. He's down the right wing. He's in over the line. The shot, and the stick save made by Skinner. Draisaitl off the left wing boards to Hyman into the Vegas zone. Goes to the right wing corner to To the right wing point to Bouchard. Fire that across to McDavid. He's going to skate towards the net across. Draisaitl shot off the outside of the net. That one-timer from the right wing just missing, and the puck cleared out.
Edmonton hasn't had a lot of seam chances in this game, and they had one there, and Leon just couldn't hit it. He's hit a post in the first when it was 1-0 for Edmonton, and this place would have gone bananas if the equalizer would have been there.
Icing the call against the Golden Knights. Oh.
And he had it.
He had it. Face off to the right of Hill. 6:55 to go in the third. Oilers down 3-2. Nugent-Hopkins taking this draw against Eichel. Nugent-Hopkins out there with Perry and Kane. Puck goes to McNabb. He's in behind his net for Vegas. Through the middle. Say no icing on that. Bringing it out is Kulak to center. Through the middle, that misses Nugent-Hopkins. That will be icing against Edmonton. 6:37 to go here in the third period. Oilers are just 15 shots on net to this point.
I mean, the Oilers came in leading the league in shots on goal per game. So what does that tell you?
Well,
not tonight. Vegas plays zone D about as well as anybody, but when you don't manage the puck yourselves, you make it really easy on the opposition. That's part of what's happened today.
Yet the Oilers are still one shot away.
That should be icing.
That will be icing.
I'd have the big boys back out there.
Yeah. And I think they're coming right back out, and they are. Did some key saves by Stuart Skinner here in this third period to keep the Oilers to within one.
He's given them a puncher's chance.
He has.
Because this has been far from Edmonton's best.
Draisaitl wins the draw. Kulak over to Bouchard. Right wing to McDavid. Goes to the right wing corner. Behind the net to Draisaitl. Out to McDavid. That hits a stick. Hyman on the left wing to the blue line. To Kulak. Got it low to Draisaitl. Pinned by Hannafin. Slides off the check. Just missed. McDavid with it. Hurdle will clear it. Kulak on the right wing, just off of Hyman, and the puck chopped out to center. David to Bouchard to Kulak. Inside the Edmonton blue line, now to Connor McDavid. McDavid missed Kulak with it. Eichel at center ice. Pass goes all the way across on the left, and it is dumped in by Smith. It's in behind the Edmonton net. Kulak on the right wing to Bouchard. Oilers down by one. 5:38 to go here in the third. Left wing to Perry. Comes in to the Vegas end to the left wing corner. Around the boards on the right for Draisaitl. Poked off his stick near the top of the circles. Eichel will get it out. Wallman inside the Edmonton zone. Into the middle of the ice to Nugent-Hopkins. Got over center. Dumps it to the right wing corner and behind the net. It's rimmed by Theodore. Goes to Kane. He's up against the boards. Perry will come in to assist. Came free to Nugent-Hopkins to the blue line, but there was Colasar to get it out for Vegas. And the puck goes into the Edmonton zone. Pearson along the right wing boards will take a solid hit along the boards by Wallman. And it'll go to the line and out. Haig at center. Dump the puck in slowly. Howden along the left wing corner. In comes Henrique. Puck came free. On the right side. Wallman got dumped down. It's underneath him, and the whistle goes. With 4:31 to go here in the third period. 3-2. Golden Knights lead the Edmonton Oilers in Game 3 of this second round series. We'll be right back from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back and bigger than ever. The largest 50-50 in sports offers early bird draws, bonus raffles, and a main jackpot, which is growing by the second. With over $100 million invested across oil country, your support directly helps kids, families, and communities in need. Maybe you'll be our next winner. Get your tickets right now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make oil country a better place.
AGLC license number 696879.
Did you know The Brick is proudly Canadian-owned and operated? We started right here in Canada over 50 years ago. Now, our 5,000 team members are proud to be your neighbor in more than 200 communities across Canada. And we support all Canadians with a growing selection of quality-made Canadian products and manufacturers. Nobody knows more about furnishing Canadian homes at the guaranteed lowest price than us. The Brick, saving you more.
Northern Lakes College has been providing opportunities to Alberta students for over 50 years. How are they different? Many of their programs are offered online to suit your busy lifestyle, so no need to quit your job or move away from home. Your classroom can be anywhere you want it to be. Attend classes online in real time with your peers or view recorded classes at your own pace. Learn where you live. Learn while you work. It's your choice. Online learning redefined. northernlakescollege.ca.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
4:31 to go in the third period. 3-2. Golden Knights lead the Edmonton Oilers. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're here at Rogers Place. It's Game 3 of this second round series. Oilers were up 2-0 in this game. Corey Perry with both goals. But then Waugh, Smith, they tied it in the first. In the second, Carlson put the Golden Knights ahead. Face off in the Edmonton zone. It goes out past Noah Hannafin. And Hannafin to Waugh.
I'm sorry, Cam. They're guys like Hannafin, Pietrangelo, Theodore. Those guys have been terrific tonight for Vegas.
Kane up to center. To Arvidsson. Lost an edge. Lost the puck. Goes into the Edmonton zone. Waugh to the middle, and the shot by Dorofeev off an Oilers stick goes wide. Nugent Hopkins in the left wing corner. Off the left wing to Kane. He's able to flip it out, and Arvidsson's going to get to it in the Vegas zone, right wing corner. On the boards, Kulak centering pass off his stick, got to the slot, and the puck comes out. And it's Barbashev for the Golden Knights. Into the Oiler end on the right wing, taken off of it by Kulak, and Klingberg has it behind the goal. 3:39 to go in the third. Edmonton down by 1, and McDavid comes up the right wing. Cuts to the middle at center. Gets it in over the Vegas line. Right wing, Draisaitl, the backhand wide of the net to the left point. Wallman hammers a shot, save. Rebound. Oh, what a save by Hill! Off of McDavid, and the puck cleared out and down the ice. Icing the call against the Golden Knights. A great chance for the Edmonton Oilers.
Well, both goalies are doing their job tonight. Stuart Skinner's in the stretch first 6 or 7 minutes of this period made 2 or 3 great saves. McDavid robbed by Aiden Hill.
All started from that hard shot from the point by Wallman, but yeah, Hill that was an amazing stop off of
collateral damage when you shoot the puck like that.
Draisaitl wins the draw. Wallman to McDavid. A shot and a glove save by Hill. Be another face-off in the Vegas zone. Face-off will be to Hill's right. Edmonton down by 1. You're in Game 3. Lead the series 2-0. Puck gets caught up in skates. McDavid dug it out of there. To the left wing point to Bouchard. To McDavid out of the corner. Spins back to the boards in front. Scores! Zach Hyman was in front of the net. And this game is tied at 3.
I wonder whether or not that went in off of Pietrangelo. We're going to need to take a look at it. McDavid's leading the flyby. Be his third playoff goal if it's his.
I think he banked it off of Pietrangelo. Yeah. McDavid's goal, I believe.
Okay, they're going to swing back. You got to be ready.
Time of the goal. This game's tied at 3. Up the right wing, it's Brown to center ice. He's going to shoot it in. Hill out to play it. Pietrangelo up the right wing, off the boards, down the ice. Should be icing, and it will be.
Right now, Chris Knobloch's asking the big boys, you ready for another one? And there you are.
You're right back out there. Is now on their feet here at Rogers Place. The Golden Knights have done a tremendous job for most of this third period, keeping the Oilers at bay. But McDavid's third of the playoffs at 16:58. Banked it off of Pietrangelo's skate, has tied this game up at 3. Pietrangelo on the end boards, rimming it, won't get it out. Draisaitl, left wing to McDavid. To the point for Bouchard to McDavid. Into the corner to Draisaitl. Goes in behind the net. Hanifin, left wing to Barbashev. Off the boards and out. Wallman at his own blue line to Evan Bouchard. Bouchard through the middle, but that went off a stick. Carlson can dump it in on the backhand. Wallman high in the air and out.
Oilers need a change here, Cam.
The puck gets given away. McDavid will bring it in. He's down the left wing towards the middle. He can't get a shot away.
Broke the slash. McDavid's stick. Broke the stick. No call.
Puck comes back to the point. Nurse's shot. Oh, it's tipped high and wide. Not a play. Minute 54 to go into third. Tied at 3. The Oilers and the Golden Knights.
And a non-call on a slash. The Vegas player two-handed. How's that not a penalty on Shea Theodore? Broke it right across McDavid's stick. Anyhow, you got an ozone draw with 2 minutes left in the game, and you're tied 3-3.
In a period where you didn't have much going for most of it.
Nope.
Face off to the right of Hill. And the crowd is right back into this one here at Rogers Place. Nugent Hopkins out of the face-off circle. In comes Kane.
A little bit of a mismatch here, a center against the winger in the face-offs.
Eichel wins it. McNabb, left wing to Howden. Howden got it out to the neutral zone, and McNabb center ice to Dorofeev. He'll dump it in, hits the corner boards, goes in behind the net, hit the side of the goal. And on the left wing, Kane hit by Dorofeev. The puck goes to the blue line. McNabb across. On the right, Theodore, the shot, and he whistled it wide of the net. Puck on the left wing.
Gotta survive this if you're Edmonton.
Sent in front. Theodore, another chance, and blocking it. And it went out of play by Victor Arvidsson. Great play by Arvidsson to block that shot. Minute 19 to go in the third.
I think you got to have Henrique out here to take a draw, no matter what. Do you call a timeout?
I don't think so.
Well, Henrique's
putting fresh bodies out there.
Henrique, Janmark, and Brown.
Oilers and Golden Knights tied up at 3 with a minute 19 to go here in the third period. Face off to the left of Stuart Skinner. Goes to the corner. Jake Wallman up in the air and out. Right to Brown. Brown will shoot that in.
Put that in a tough spot.
Pietrangelo got it out off a hurdle. It's right in front of the Vegas bench. Henrique played it in, played out. We're into the last minute here in the third. Barbashev at center ice will shoot it into the Oilers zone. Wallman on the end. Rims it around the left wing, off the stick of Frederick, and now Frederick's going to go after it. Hanifin might win the race. He does, and Hanifin on the left wing to Barbashev. through the middle, but only to the Edmonton blue line. Connor Brown into the Vegas zone, down the left wing. Goes into the left wing corner. Plays it over to the right. In from the blue line is Kulak. Kulak, they get the puck out. It goes off of McDavid. Left wing corner to Brown, to McDavid in behind the net. 25 seconds to go here in the third. McDavid to the right wing point. Kulak, a shot, and that's blocked. It hit Barbashev. Kulak keeps it in. Right in behind the net. Goes to McNabb. Through the middle to Carlson. 10 seconds to go in the period. Carlson down the right wing, off the right wing boards and in. Carlson will center, and it comes in front of the net. Smith scored, but the period was over.
I don't think it was.
I think it was.
I don't think it was. That is, Cam, they're going to have to.
Yeah, they'll look at it.
It's a goal. It's a goal. I'm telling you right now, that's a goal. That is a goal. It's a good goal.
They were waving it off.
It's a good goal. He scored. That is a good goal. That is going to be a goal for the Vegas Golden Knights.
The on-ice official, the call on the ice is a goal, but the play is under review.
Oh. Well, one ref was calling it off. One guy was waving it off.
No, it's in all the way.
Yeah. No,
it's in.
That's a goal.
Unreal.
That's a goal.
Vegas has won the game. And the Oilers.
That is unbelievable.
Well,
here comes the call.
After video review at 0.4, the puck completely crossed the line. Goal.
And the Vegas Golden Knights win 4-3 over the Edmonton Oilers here in Game 3. Oilers lead the series 2-1. Wow, right at the buzzer.
Can't happen.
That's unbelievable.
Got to manage this play, a byproduct of everything that happened in this game for the Oilers. Just did not manage the puck, didn't manage Darnell Nurse sliding around, and then Smith walks around Stuart Skinner, jams it to the net, and Leon Draisaitl can't knock it down, and Vegas wins.
They had to drop the puck to make it official. They do. The Golden Knights celebrate. They desperately needed a win. They get it. That is hard to fathom. That puck was in the neutral zone with 10 seconds left.
Well, that play emblematic of Edmonton's problems in this game tonight. Vegas, hey, it's a one-bounce game at the end of the Oilers got a bounce to tie it 3-3 and then had chances and almost went ahead 4-3. But you got to manage the hockey game, Cam. They didn't do it all night.
Yeah, that is unbelievable finish. Give up a goal at 19:59. There was less than a second left. And the Vegas Golden Knights will get the victory in this one. That is unreal. But there was desperation from the Golden Knights. But you're right. That was one at the very least.
You know what?
Should have been going
There's an old saying, right? We used it last game. Deserves got nothing to do with it.
Yep.
It's from Unforgiven. I would say to you, Vegas deserved to win this game. And how does that happen? How, like...
Yeah.
That is just... I'm at a loss for how you put yourself in that position with a second left in the game.
Yeah.
Got to manage the game better. Well, there's going to be a lot to dissect coming up, Cam, to say the least.
Isn't that
Riley
the truth?
Smith with 2 goals, brought back by this organization. He'd been quiet. William Karlsson, like Riley Smith, part of that expansion group, right? The Golden Misfits, and those guys were huge tonight. And unfortunately, the Oilers were marginally outplayed, and they needed a stop with a second left, and Smith got around, and Draisaitl almost knocked the puck down. And the end result here is it's series on.
Yeah.
I mean, if the Oilers could have, what did I say? Just get it to overtime.
Oh, sure.
Just get it to overtime. Take your chances. Well, we didn't get it to overtime. 2-goal performance from Corey Perry, a goal and assist from Connor McDavid, 2 assists from Leon Draisaitl. Evan Bouchard with a goal and assist, but the Oilers lose the game 4-3. They didn't have enough guys going, and they had too many turnovers and a little bit of playoff jitters tonight, so they're going to have to be a lot better. You're still in a good position here. Take care of business on Monday night. But the Oilers were outplayed in large stretches tonight. Vegas had a tremendous transition game fueled by the Oilers' poor puck play. And I know Liz Edmonton's got a lot better game to bring, and they better bring it on Monday night.
Yes, absolutely. Oilers still lead the series 2-1, but they lose on a heartbreaker right at the end of the game. 1959 time of the goal. Riley Smith, third of the playoffs, second of the night. That's the difference. It looked like this thing was going to OT. But Riley Smith gives the Vegas Golden Knights life in this series. Nicholas Waugh also scoring. William Karlsson scoring for the Golden Knights. It was Connor McDavid and Corey Perry with a pair for the Edmonton Oilers. 4-3 Golden Knights over the Oilers here in Game 3 at Rogers Place. Our Rogers postgame show is coming up next.
Exclusive live interviews, expert analysis, and game highlights. This is the Rogers postgame show. Once again, here's Bob Stauffer on the Oilers Radio Network.
Left wing point to Bouchard, to McDavid out of the corner. Spins back to the boards in front. Scott!